Welcome, 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 family. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Underrated, the special, the Underrated Boxing After Analysts. Panel participation. Sunny Box Talk is in. Send stuff out. Wait for the people to come in. I'm gonna get these announcements out the way. Um, Salute. It's a great night for boxing. Wonderful Excellence. Hey, good morning, Wonderful Excellence. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. We at the boxing. This way it's at. Wonderful Excellence. Just stay tuned when we get announced out the way. Subscribe and like to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Let's get them likes and the views up on my past live streams and videos, powerful ones. Hit the bell when I come for a powerful live stream and video. Make sure the bell lit up. Also, share and like, and let's get the views. Like I said, the past ones I did in the past. Also, share this one. Also, I'll be me my sleep. That's good. Just stay right there. Wonderful Excellence. Wonderful Excellence. Like I'm saying, we are an Underrated Sports Show every Monday, every Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Me and my brother Sheet Stay Sleep TV. Support the brother. So that's my co-host. We be bringing the sports. It's very is growing. So I want y'all to be part of that. Also, today every Sunday I'll be cooking some food, but it's all about the fellowship with our family, and I re-emphasize that. So watch out for that early in the evening. So watch out for that. I'm coming up with another banger. It's every Sunday I do that. It's all about eating together and fellowship. Sometimes I'll be making up my own dessert. For the last 2 weeks I haven't make dessert because I haven't been creative. So watch out for that and everything. Plus we had conversation too. So watch out for that. Also in November, I'll be doing a live stream, midterms of our perspective. Watch out for that. All right. For the duration of the night, most likely the TV in my apartment is in the living room. So most likely I'm gonna turn the sound up so we can all see. And it's a life or death situation for our people. So we gotta pay attention to that. All right, family. So definitely possible panel participation. Even today, possible panel participation. I want the brothers and the sisters really join today. Very much appreciated. All right. Also, yours truly, Jerry Thomas. I have a Facebook page. I want you to join me on that. Check me out on that. Also, I have a Facebook group, all in caps at JT. I'm sorry, JT MVP Thinking for Ourselves. Also, I have a Twitter account, all in caps, also in caps, at JT Blackman44. Lower caps, Instagram, same name on the YouTube, The Underrated Darkness. Also, I'm in this joint venture with my brother Ernest Jones. He's in the hospital. He's in good spirits. He's doing okay. Say a prayer for my brother Ernest Jones. Is AnsAllToys.com. AnsAllToys.com. We throughout social media. Check us out. AnsAllToys.com. It's all about economic development in our community. Let's keep the money in our community. Also, it's all about bridge the gap between the black man and the black woman relationship. And wherever you go, come and see it. If you want to purchase, you get 10% off when you use my code that I created, MVP. So say a prayer for my brother Ernest Jones. with a speedy recovery. I've been with him for a while. We know each other for a long time. The Hands On Toys is a black-owned company. We growing little by little, so support us. Very much appreciated. Did I leave something out? Oh yeah. Also, I want y'all to check my past up there. I do music too. Also, I do music. Also, I'm gonna start. I do late boxing talk and also doing the day boxing talk. I'm doing. Let me do it. Late night. Late night sports talk and also I do doing the day sports talk too. So watch out for that too. All right. Now I'm gonna turn in to my brother Sonny. Underrated. There it is. Underrated boxing after analyst. All right.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
1 2 1 2 1 2. Thank you very much. Wonderful excellence.
True indeed, man. Thanks for having me on tonight.
Thank
Uh,
you. Thank you.
thanks for everyone that came to the chat, man. We had a good night of boxing, man.
Yeah,
Really
so
good.
yeah, I want you to break down every fight, and including the last one. We're gonna say that one for last. Um,
To be honest with you, brother, I didn't even really pay too much attention to the other fights, man. But I would say this:
okay,
I did watch them. Um, I forgot the brother's name, man. To be honest with you, but they were all good fights, man. I know yeah, okay. So the first fight was a heavyweight bout.
okay,
Um, a guy named was Martin versus I forgot the guy's name there, but the one of the guy with the dreads. He's the guy who fought Anthony Joshua for one of Anthony Joshua's titles.
okay.
Um,
He did.
yeah, he did. He was one of the champions.
Okay. I thought Anthony Josh still have the titles.
Yeah, he beat that guy for the title for one of the titles.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Hmm.
Is it Martin?
Yes, and the other guy's name. No.
Is it Chris?
Spilker.
Huh?
The guy with the Russian. It sounded like he got a Russian name, Spilker or something like
Oh,
that.
oh, okay.
Martin is the one who won.
Oh, okay. Got you.
So thanks for the help with the names too. But basically, that fight was a very good fight. Um, Martin pretty much got outboxed, pretty much, pretty much the whole fight until the last few rounds. Um,
Okay.
I gave
Oh, it's Kamaski.
exactly.
Yeah, Rough House Boxing TV. If you want to join the panel, put your email in the chat and give me some time. I'll get you on the panel. It's up to you. Welcome. Go ahead. I'm sorry, my brother.
Indeed, man. The guy that he fought, man, was an up and coming is an up and coming guy. He got a big name. He's apparently Polish, so he brings a lot of Polish people, as you see, came to the fight. They was really pulling for him. I don't think that he's ready yet for any type of title shot right now, but he looks pretty good. So I think we should kind of look out for him in the heavyweights.
Uh,
He's pretty decent. But towards the end of the fight, it was kind of they were both landing some good shots, and the other guy, he kind of closed out the show pretty good, but it was too little, too late for him. That work that he put in the last 2 rounds, he should have had that work um, all throughout the fight. He was getting hit with big shots, and he was the bigger, taller guy, and he didn't fight to his size at all. He wasn't effective with his jab. His
uh,
inside boxing to me was kind of terrible. So but he was a former champion, so he did. beat a quality guy. The guy apparently cleared out everybody that he was working with before, as far as trainers and whatnot. So he had Roger, not Roger, Jeff Mayweather in the corner. So he lost the fight. Martin lost the fight, but he put in a good effort. But I don't see him really doing nothing in the heavyweight division. To be honest with you, I don't see no comeback for him.
Uh,
The second fight was a pretty good fight. It was Ugas versus, what was the other guy's name? You know?
oh man. No, I don't know the other. I forgot.
Well, that was it was a pretty good fight, man. The crowd was booing throughout the fight. I think more so is because they wanted it, you guys to go ahead and get him out of the way so they can see the main event. Pretty much, you guys is a very experienced fighter. Uh,
Uh,
he will be he will be a mandatory for the WBC
uh,
belt. So look forward to Sean Porter possibly getting away with fighting for Errol Spence. Talking about they got a mandatory, so hopefully they don't do that because we all know that unification
okay. Oh,
trumps.
you guys get. Yeah, I seen that fight. You guys,
Mm,
yeah, I seen the end of it, and I see he did his thing. I think he beat the southpaw. He was the guy the last he was a southpaw, and he was counting with rights.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was catch. He almost caught him too. He just didn't follow it up though. But yeah,
He throws all heavy shots pretty much, all
yeah,
heavy shots,
yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
seemed like he was just trying to get him out of there, but he didn't, but he had a good showing. Um, I think his punches are a little too wide to beat the likes of an Errol Spence or a Keith Thurman. So
Yeah, I think yeah. You're right because I think that he should keep like we was talking about this before. I think he should keep his foot, and also I noticed his footwork was was not together. It was kind of far. So it's like he was just like arm puncher, but I think his punch should be more compact. And sometimes he fights straight up.
indeed, and he got a good size to him. I think that he should utilize his jabs a little bit more and stop trying to load up on every punch. Because Errol Spence, or even a Sean Porter, he's gonna have some problems with them.
Yeah.
And of course, he won the fight by decision, and it's a pretty good fight. Now the main event, we have Showtime Sean Porter versus Danny Garcia. I got to eat some crow today.
Me too. I got to eat some too, cause I got Garcia barely win by decision.
Indeed, man. So unseasoned baked crow with unseasoned gravy on it. I'm eating it right now.
Yeah, man.
you know,
I'm thinking about making a special one. I don't know.
I,
That's all right. I see. Thanks for showing up. Rough House Box TV. If you want to come on, put your email in the chat. Get on, no problem. So you can go ahead, brother. Then I'll keep it going.
yeah, man. I was very unsatisfied with the ruling on this fight. But at the same time, I'm excited because well, I'm not gonna jump ahead, but I'm excited because hopefully we get to see the Errol Spence and Sean Porter fight. So I think had Danny Garcia won the fight, it'd have been a little bit more politics involved. But back to the fight, I was my initial analysis of the fight was I thought that with Sean Porter's style, I thought that it would be tailor made for Danny Garcia for the simple fact that Sean Porter he doesn't really box. You know, we
Yeah,
haven't seen Sean Porter box that much, and we know that for somebody with very good foot movement like a Keith Thurman, it
right.
gives Danny Garcia problems. And Sean Porter, he came out, trying to box at first. He really switched it up. He went from inside to outside. He even went to from conventional to southpaw a few times. He was giving Danny Garcia different looks. The first few rounds I gave to Danny Garcia.
Uh-huh.
I would say the first 4 rounds I gave to Danny Garcia. The next 4 rounds I gave to Sean Porter, and after that it was kind of like going back and forth. So I had the last round was supposed to be a tiebreaker, but I had Danny winning that. But it could have been a. I thought that the fight would have been either Danny Garcia wins or a draw. You know, could be wrong. You know what I'm saying, but it is what it is. Um, but now we can kind of go into the technicalities of the fights and kind of break down what we've seen. What we've seen and what we think they could have did better.
Yeah. Well, you keep on going. Oh yeah, Rough House Boxing. I'm gonna get you on in a few seconds, so watch out for it.
I think that Danny Garcia he had a pretty good game plan, and that was one of the things that I said, um, before that when Sean Porter he comes, he's so wild. When he comes in the middle, that he needs to tie Danny Garcia up, and he did that throughout the whole fight. He tied him up, but I think one of the problems with that strategy is when Danny Garcia tied him up, Sean Porter's still throwing punches. Like he's getting like 20 to 30 punches in before the referee breaks it up. It really wasn't holding, the way he had his arms or resting his arms underneath his arms. It wasn't really holding. It was more so of a clinch. But at the same time, Sean Porter, he's still working while you clinching, and the ref is like the ref is saying, fight your way out of it, fight your way out of it, fight your way out of it. He kept telling, he was talking to Danny because Sean Porter, he was the one throwing the punches. So, um, ref is saying, fight your way out of it, fight your way out of it, and those punches count. You know what I'm saying? So
Uh
when
huh.
when they break them up, and when they, from what I saw, the punches were to me were kind of even. You know, Sean Porter didn't land. He threw a lot of punches, but he didn't land all of those punches. But one of the mistakes that I see that Danny Garcia did was he didn't get down low enough. He didn't bend down his knees enough. Because Sean Porter he's going down extra low and he's going straight to the body. And although Danny Garcia he had his guard right there, because Sean Porter was so low, he was able to get in on the body. And for some reason, Danny Garcia just couldn't make the adjustments. You know, um, even his father and the coach, he was telling him, bend your knees, and throw the overhand right. The
Uh huh.
reason why I felt, I mean, I was like, I think that was a good idea, me personally, because by him bending his knees and throwing the overhead right, Sean Porter could possibly run right into that overhand right because Sean Porter is going from right to left, left to right. So when he goes
Yeah.
to the left, you're running right into that overhand right. So he tried to do it a little bit, but he didn't bend his knees enough. And I thought at the most, man, this fight should have been a draw. But then again, I'm glad that it's not a draw because then they had to fight again. And next thing you know, Errol Spence, who's deserving the shot, is gonna have to wait extra longer. Then we're gonna have to watch this fight all over again. Like I wouldn't mind watching this fight again a little later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so that's pretty much my breakdown, man. I think Danny should have threw the jab out a little bit more, but Sean Porter is so athletic that that's kind of hard to do because if you notice throughout the fight, a lot of times Sean Porter was like way out of range, so he was trying to get Danny Garcia to lunge and try to make him miss so that he can capitalize on whatever punch he throw. So he was trying to utilize distance and speed for his benefit, and it worked. So I think Danny Garcia shouldn't have been really chasing him as much. He did a good job cutting off the ring, way better than he did with Keith Thurman. But I think that he should have just stuck with his counter punching. Let Porter come in. But he didn't bend his knees, and he lost the fight. I thought it was a lot closer than the numbers that the judge gave. But that's the problem. Like, if you're in a fight, you got to do what you can. You should not try to leave it in the hands of the judges because you never know what'll happen.
Yeah.
So I don't think Danny let it slip out of his hands. He had it. For me, he had the first 4 rounds. Credit to Sean Porter. He did, switch some things up.
Yeah.
And I think that was the, turn of events. I would say around the 8th round, Sean Porter started going in a little bit more. That's when he started really digging into the body. And he should have bent his knees like his father was telling him.
Yeah.
Maybe some other things. I know that you have some other things that you broke down on what he should have done, but that's just what I saw. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I'm gonna break it down in a few seconds. All right, Malik, I got you in. Rough House Boxing. I seen you the link. If you didn't have the link, let me know. I keep on sending it out, but I send it out. Watch out for it. What's going on, my brother Malik?
Hey, what's going on? JT, the Underated Darkness, man. Yo, the night was a dope night of boxing, man. I was impressed, and I definitely I agree with that Garcia fight, that Porter Garcia fight, man. Garcia, he kind of like was tricked, man. You know what I'm saying? But he should have. He actually buried himself
All
because
right, there he is. All right.
Yo,
yeah. What's up, fam?
what's going on, fellas?
What's
All
going
right.
on, family? Welcome to
Yo,
the office family.
it's good,
hey,
Yes,
Bridget.
sir.
appreciate it.
Yes,
Hey, thank
sir.
y'all for having me, man. Hey, this is the first live stream I've been on, man, since I've been rocking with the LDBC. So I appreciate
What?
y'all, man.
You have
Yeah.
to be kidding me. I thought you'd be on. I thought you'd be on other panels. No, what the?
Nah, this is the first panel I've been on, bro. And like I said, man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Now I appreciate you that you sub to. Let me tell you something, Malik and Sonny Boss talk. When this brother was in Ticket TV, when Ticket TV said, "Yeah, you need to check out the darkness," I did not know this brother subbed to me like two months before that.
Real talk.
I did not know that. I did not know all this time and stuff. So I want to thank you, brother, and stuff like that. And DJ Black Charlie, I'm gonna get you on. Just look, I'm gonna get you on, brother. Don't worry about it. I got you. So I want to thank you so much, and it's an honor for me to invite you on, and as you know, you family. You know, you part of the Darkness family now.
Real talk. Hey, appreciate that. Hey, and likewise, man, y'all always welcome to stop by the house, man, and chop it up with me over here.
Join the house, man, because listen, I know a little boxing too, man. I need a house, man.
Shout out to the whole LDBC too, yo.
Real talk.
Real talk. Well, now after we said all this, I'm gonna wait to break down what I think about it, but I want you to break it down too, brother.
All right. Hey, man, if y'all would, man, if y'all would allow me, and for anybody in the chat that's listening, do me a favor and go back and check out the video I put out yesterday.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the breakdown video when I made my prediction, man. And one thing I said about both these dudes, man, is they are who they are.
Yeah.
There wasn't gonna be anything new, anything, just drastically different in their style, in their tactics, in their tools. We know that Sean Porter was the stalker. Right. He's the the aggressive, the come hunt you down, get in your chest, get in your face. That was him. Danny Garcia was the patient counter puncher. Now he was a little bit more aggressive than usual tonight, and Sean Porter boxed a little bit more than he normally does, man. But when it was time to poop or get off the pot, them boys reverted to who they were and what they were used to doing. And I had to fight 115, 113 for Sean Porter. But there was some close rounds in there that could have gone either way. Now, the one thing I will say, man, that boy Porter, like I heard one of y'all brothers mention earlier, Porter was busy the whole time, the entire time. But Garcia knows that's his MO. That's Porter's MO. Right. He does from the opening bell to the last bell. That dude is on 10 the whole fight, and he knew that's how it was gonna be, man. And one thing that I also noted when I was doing my research and breaking down videos and stuff on these dudes, Danny Garcia has trouble with dudes that walk him down. You look at that. You look at the Lamont Peterson fight. Yeah, man, from round 7 on down, man, Peterson put them things on him, bro. I mean, walk right through him, and had Danny Garcia going backwards almost the whole second half of that fight. And Danny does not fight well off the back foot. And one thing that really stood out to me tonight, man, that dude, his footwork is kind of suspect, man. His feet are so slow. And I was like, and he couldn't get out of the way of Sean Porter, rushing the quarterback, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? Whenever Sean would rush in on him, he couldn't get away from it. And Sean's work rate and Danny's lack of mobility, lateral movement, that was the tale of the fight. Now that boy Danny, he caught Sean with some good, clean, flush shots. But another thing I said in my video last night was Sean's got a chin. He's got a supreme chin. And I watched fight after fight of people catching him flush. I mean, dead in the face, bruh. And they were pausing for a second, but as soon as they drew their glove back, he was coming right with them, right back in their chest. So you got to hit him hard. I mean, hard, in order to stop him or back him up, or else he going to keep coming with whatever you hit him with. So, it went the way I kind of saw it. And in my recap video tonight, I said, I don't want people to think that I was a big Sean Porter fan or supporter or whatever, because I wasn't. It was an uncomfortable pick. I really can't stand Sean Porter's style. It's ugly, but that ugly was too much for Danny Garcia, and he's not comfortable with that. He really isn't.
Yeah. Well, for me, before I give my analysis on it, DJ Charm, I send the email. I send the link out. Watch out for it. If you didn't get it. Also, Game Talk Media. If you want to join the panel, let the brother know. And I send it to you. Rough House Boxing. I do talk about before I do talk about boxing, but I talk about historical part. I do,
Right.
and I do have stuff on my channel right now that you could check out.
Oh yeah, I've been on your channel, bro.
You be checking up. What's up?
Yeah, yeah.
But let
Hey,
us
man.
know something.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. You know we got a case. We got a case to join before we go in. You know.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah. I had to. Hey, as soon as Ticket was like, "Hey, subscribe to that boy Underrated Darkness," I went.
Oh.
You know, it's certain cats, man, that I take them at their word. You know what I'm saying? If 78 say you good, I rock with that. You know, if Black Fight fans say you good, I rock with that. If Junior the Truth say you good, I rock with that. You know, so I politely moseyed my way over in your channel and started probing around. You know what I'm saying?
So when you poking around, what you think about the channel?
Hey, really? I was looking at a lot of the like you said, the historical stuff, and it kind of reminded me just a little bit of Scrapbook Boxing's page, man. You know, with the blast from the past and all of that. I was digging that. I'm one of those people who I've always been a fan, but I wasn't always a student of boxing history. So now I'm playing catch up, you know, on a lot of history. So bros like you and Marlowe's Corner and Scrapbook, y'all bros, you know what I'm saying? Y'all giving me game.
Well, I can tell you like this, like they know Scrapbook and they know Marlowe's Corner. A lot of them don't know about me a lot of that part. They really don't.
Right.
But it's cool though. I'm coming. Believe that. Now
already.
DJ Black Charm, I send it to you again. So watch out for it. Well, the two fighters, I'll probably bring on another time. For me, I was talking to Sonny about this Malik and Rough House. For me, it's like this, that to a certain extent, the trainer, the father, with Garcia, at certain stages, he gave the wrong advice.
Right.
And what I'm gonna say why about this, and I think that the uppercut is become a missing art of boxing.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, when Porter was coming in, he was coming with his head. He had his guard up, but when he had his guard up, all this chin was open.
Yep.
I would like to Garcia. I'm saying to switch up his stance, like give him a southpaw stance, give him a look, so it would make Porter adjust and stop shooting uppercuts. Not all the time, but when he come in, shift to the right, bang. Shift to the right with an uppercut, bang. Then he turn him around. Then you go to orthodox, work with the body, keep on jabbing them, and then when he reach again, then you catch him with the uppercut and just keep on working on him like that and keep on going with the body. But I feel in the later Danny Garcia, I feel like Garcia, he was moved, he kept his hands going. But when Porter would stop pressuring him, I said believe the fourth round, because I believe on the fourth round I think Garcia won that too, and I think Porter stopped pushing him, the person started getting him, and then that's when, I'm sorry to say this, Porter did not really change anything tonight. I think he boxed just a little, but I think that he punched. I think he threw a lot more punches, and maybe some of them punches was not. And I understand the scoring, because I think that he, that Garcia did block some of the punches, but the body work was impressive.
Yeah. That's what won it, man.
Yeah.
The fact that even in the clinch,
Yeah.
he was that boy Sean was working, and he was steady to the body. And I think one thing that Danny does that, and I hate when fighters do this, man, is he'll fire off a shot or two, and then he'll sit there and try to admire his work. That boy,
right?
That boy Sean he's swinging the whole time, and like I said, it's ugly, but it's effective,
Yeah, and I think that was the key. You made an excellent point that he was admiring his work, but that when he was admiring his work, he was getting killed the body, and then that's when Porter really started penetrating of them rights and them lefts, because he started connecting to his jaw, and you notice that. And we could say, oh, he won. Maybe it was ugly how Porter fought, because like I said, Porter did not change anything. But
Nope.
I think what Porter did of the earlier fights that he had in the past, he did mix up his offense.
Yeah.
And at the same time, he worked off his defense too that Garcia has given him. Garcia has given Sean, he gave Porter a gift tonight. Let's be honest. Yeah. He gave him a gift tonight, because it was Garcia they to win. Because like I said before, if he would have do some uppercuts, he would have stopped all that. And then it would make Sean Porter to really, really think. And then instead of Porter 4-7, then he would have pushed him and catch him in the corner. And because he didn't keep. I believe Garcia did not keep his hands going enough. Like right. He admired his work. Everything. Oh yeah, I get it like that. Like his father was saying, like throw over rights when he bit. But he was not doing that. But I think the father missed a valid point, and I gotta emphasize it again. He did not throw enough uppercuts to make Porter pay. When Porter comes in, you gotta throw that uppercut to the kidney, and then after that, you gotta throw the uppercut to the chin. You gotta snap his head back so he can make sure, oh, I can't come in, and then that would then after that, Porter's body would have break down, and then his guard would have break down, and then that's when Garcia would have a whole lot arsenal to really deal with. But he did not push him, and then what happened was Porter willed his way to that win.
Yeah, I gotta. Hey man, I hate to keep talking, man. If anybody else on the panel want to say something, man, y'all boys say something. But I'll sit up and talk, as long as y'all let me talk.
No, go ahead. They know what to do.
Yeah, that's what's up. Hey, now one of the things I agree with you. 100%. They, like I said, those dudes are who they are, and they've been who they are for the longest, man. They knew that Sean Porter comes in there, lunges forward with his head down a whole lot of the times. And like you said, what's the remedy for that? The uppercut, whether it's to the body or it's to the chin. Mm-hmm. But another thing it kind of takes me back to what I said earlier, man. That dude, Danny, is slower than I realized. Watching the past videos that I was watching, bro. Yeah. I realized how slow his footwork is. And then sometimes his hand speed, because I think Sean is quick, and Sean was too quick for him to react, to try to throw those uppercuts. Before he knew it, Sean, you saw him when he would feint, and then he take off, and he was in Danny's chest.
Yeah, but as a boxing expert that you are, that I consider you are, there's fighters, right? That has speed, or there's some that have boxing speed. I really thought that Garcia had boxing speed, because why I said that? I thought that he have enough that he gonna let Porter throws his, and he gonna counter. That's boxing, right. And I thought he had that, but tonight he looked very, very slow. His
Yeah.
footwork was slow. His body work was slow.
Yep.
He didn't react. He did not react fast enough. And every
Yeah.
his lateral, and I'm not talking about his foot speed of lateral. His lateral upper body was
Yeah.
very, very slow. And
Yeah.
that's when Porter he stopped pressing with his left hand. He stopped pushing his left hand and going in his left foot inside towards his body, and that's why he was shifting, hitting with the body.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I would say
Exactly.
I would say this, man. My perception of the speed is I think it's something that we also all seen, man. Because like if you listen to Sean Porter was talking in the the post fight, he was saying that he was surprised of Danny's speed. I mean, as far as his punching speed. But
Mm-hmm.
my opinion on it, I think that uh, um Danny Garcia's father has taken Danny Garcia as far as he can go.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah.
Danny Garcia is in a point in his career now where he needs to learn something new. He needs a new trainer.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the fight between him and Keith Thurman, you know, really Keith Thurman exposed him,
Yes, he
and it has
did.
to do with his foot movement. You know, he didn't cut off the he wasn't quick enough to cut off the ring. You know, Danny Garcia, in my opinion, in order for him to really, because when you look at the landscape of the welterweight division, we really see where Danny Garcia is now. He can't beat Keith Thurman at all, and he can't beat Sean Porter. So
Yeah.
the only way I see him getting close is he need to get a new trainer.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. So where does that put Danny Garcia in the 147 division? Does that put him number 5?
I think it's gonna be lower than I ain't mean to go ahead, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying whoever.
I
Whoever.
mean,
I think I
I'm
think I think it's gonna put him lower. I think what it is, I think what is gonna put him lower, and I think he's gonna be he's out, he's out the championship series. I think now, do I think he be back in the top 10 contender? Yeah. But it's gonna put him out of the championships because like I said, he lost a duel tonight. He fucked up. Because
Real
now,
talk.
because now you got even fighters right now in the welterweight division that's in the top 10 now. They can move up now.
Yeah.
Man. Peace, y'all. Peace, peace.
Peace.
peace,
I
peace.
Yo,
finally
what's up,
got on,
family?
man.
What he do?
Man. Sitting here, listen, I like y'all breakdown, man. My breakdown was like totally trippy. I lost my bet. I bet with Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? I thought Danny
Oh,
Garcia.
you lost
I
too.
actually, yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Man, hey, Quill.
I actually thought Sean would keep coming in and Danny gonna keep picking him off. But
Right.
When Danny was picking him off, Sean would stop. And when Sean stopped, Danny ain't got no come forward games. The Angel got to work on his come forward game. The same shit happening every fight that I see Danny in when he equalized his opponent. He don't know how to get down on his opponent here. He's still waiting for his opponent to kind of like make a mistake and throw a shot after he equalizes. You know, like that's when he can really start to dominate it. Sean Porter was disciplined and not to throw the shot after. Like if he got hit in the chin, Sean Porter was disciplined not to throw a shot after because Danny Garcia, he can start his countering. He can get the momentum of his countering going. Sean was disciplined and not let him get his momentum going with his countering. And that discipline made Danny Garcia pause. I'm like, man, yeah, I'm like, how in the hell I'm like, don't let him get you out your game, Danny. Long as he pause, make the crowd go boo, and it's gonna make Sean come in. But he didn't let it. He couldn't. He wasn't patient enough. And when he was walking in, it's like even though Sean was throwing a lot of punches that didn't land, that that you know how a fighter be going back and forth, back and forth. Like it ain't really no faint. It's kind of like bouncing back and forth, bouncing back. I'm looking at that. I'm like, dude, if you think you're gonna get in the ring with Earl Spence, if you think you're gonna get in the ring with Terrence Crawford, even Michael Garcia stepping up and weight, doing that shit, both of them. Like Danny don't know how to go forward. Michael Garcia gonna whoop his ass. Sean Porter bouncing around. Mikey gonna whoop. Even people might say Mikey too small, but they style of fights that they was doing tonight was weak. Even Ugas, his fight was weak, but I say he'll probably beat one of them up too.
Yeah, that's true. And
He was way more like Ugas don't he ain't been in the fight to clean somebody clock yet, but how he was his attempt on how he was fighting was good. I don't think he ready for Earl Spence though. I don't think like Earl to me Derrick Jones training is out of the league of a lot of these trainers. Like Derrick Jones training, like I don't knock Angel Garcia or Kenny Porter, but Derrick Jones training is way more elite than this.
But you know what I think, DJ Black Charm and the rest of the chat and Omar, I want you to get into this too.
Yeah.
Porter, I want you to hear this. I said, Sabertooth seeing your father and your Sabertooth yourself, y'all better enjoy this thing. Y'all better have the biggest party in your life because that belt is coming to Texas.
Real talk.
Yeah.
You better enjoy it. You better, if you want to come to my channel, I tell it in my channel too. You better enjoy it.
I want those belts to go to Texas Underrated JT. I want them to, but for some reason, I feel like they're gonna be down there in Miami. What not Miami, Florida, but Orlando, Florida.
No man, but yo, I want y'all.
Ponytail gonna get those belts. He finna cry. He gonna cry like hell.
I'm saying that I'm tired of Kenny and I'm tired of his son. And I so happy. I want y'all to go into that. And Malik Omar, I want you to talk into that and the rest of y'all. I am happy that Spence came to the ring. I am happy that he looking at their face that you know what's up. Are you going to put that belt up? Because if Spence would not come in, they would have been acting like they the king. And I'm going to tell you, Kenny, and I'm going to tell you something, Kenny, and your son. We heard what you talking about us as a fan. With us as LDBC, we not letting that shit go. That's right. And I want you to hear this from the underrated one. You know what I'm saying? Because we the new media. We want you to understand that. I did not forget what you said. Maybe some of them did, but we didn't forget about you.
Man, you seen that body language, JT? Did you see the body language though when Earl Spence walked in there?
Oh yeah, you know that.
Earl Spence was looking down on Sean Porter and Kenny like I'm bigger than both of y'all niggas. I beat both of y'all. I beat both of y'all up right now.
You see Kenny. You see Kenny was looking for his Kango. No, motherfucker, stand up. You popping all that shit right now.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Yeah, the kid done came in the ring, and then Sean gonna try to hold Jim Gray closer. Like when a boxer ever did that? You seen that goddamn boy come in that ring? Let that man hold that mic in front of your face, and let that man walk in between y'all. You gonna try to put your arm around him after
don't
you just
put your arm around me, motherfucker.
Move, motherfucker.
But check it out, DJ and Malik. I want you to come in, Malik.
Yeah, no, I'm here, JT.
Okay. I want you to get into this too. And if you know this, and you know Rough House Spots because you talk about this too. You know this is the same Sabertooth family they're talking about. If they win the title, this 2 weeks ago, Ticket TV go talk more about it. These are the same motherfuckers. Listen, if both of us had the titles, it's gonna be a non-title bout. Hell, fucking no.
Nah, that's a ripoff right there.
Hell no.
That's a ripoff right there. That's a ripoff right there.
You don't think the Darkness and the LDBC, you don't think we forget about it? We ain't forget about that shit either.
But y'all correct me on this. Back in the day, like when they did that, a cat kept his belt, but it really wasn't like it was just a prize fight for the money. It wasn't for the belt, for the rank. You know what I'm saying? And cats are still walking around like they champs. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't do that. They don't do that to these days. And that's what Kenny Porter trying to pull off like some of that old school shit. Like, well, y'all can get in the ring just be for some money, but not the belts. Like, nah, nigga, can't do it. Nah, we don't do that no more.
Yeah,
Nah,
who does that, yo?
Right, right. They
Really?
don't do that. They don't do that no more. You might, I mean, like back in the day, like during the time of Floyd and Roy. Well, Roy Jones was the king. Back during that time, you see that a lot. Like, oh, they ain't fighting for the belts. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, what kind of fight this is? And as I got older, I seen them stop doing that. They ain't, you know what I'm saying? They stopped doing that. And if you're gonna fight for a title, you're gonna fight for that title. Then they start putting all those other titles out there. Like, and people say those titles been there. I'm like, they wasn't popular. They wasn't the ones that was on TV that we know the main titles, the intermediates and the novice titles and all those. Like those titles when they if they was always there, they wasn't obvious. And now
yeah.
and
Hey,
now it's like Kenny trying to kind of talk like it don't matter what kind of title it is, just get in the ring for the prize. Like, nah, the main prize is that belt. Like Deontay Wilder was saying, it's a big risk for a small reward. Even if though that belt is a small reward, that's what the thing. That's what we want to see that belt leave.
hey, and if y'all, I know y'all heard him tonight when
Mm.
Jim Gray asked him, when he asked Sean Porter, is this a fight that you want next? That boy Sean said this is gonna be the easiest fight in history to make. That's what he said tonight.
He sure did.
He
Came
said this was
right
gonna,
out of his mouth. So that means
yeah.
Kenny, the weasel head, saber tooth motherfucker, you better make that fight.
But you
If
Yeah.
you
notice,
make that fight, the new media, we coming for your fucking head.
but you notice what else he said too. Right after that,
What's
he
that?
was like, "If the fight doesn't happen, it's not
Mhm.
because of us."
Oh
Right. So
no.
so
No,
so
they
so
claims on
so
that.
Oh,
Hell no.
oh yeah, he dropped that little shit out there just because they know it might be some other shit in the game.
it's gonna be a
Yeah.
mandatory.
Yeah, that
Right,
was the
man.
disclaimer. That was the
And
disclaimer. And I'm gonna
right.
be
And,
real with I'm gonna be real with y'all, bro. I don't think he gonna fight Spence next. I don't.
Break that
I don't
down,
think he
brother.
gonna fight Spence. See, Spence got to do to Floyd Mayweather. If y'all remember what Floyd Mayweather did, Floyd Mayweather was just taking fights, and Floyd Mayweather was spending his own money trying to hype the other nigga up. You know what I'm saying? He was just making
Yeah.
up stuff. He was just that what Spence gonna have to do. Spence gonna have to spend his dime and find him a badass video editor like Floyd did, and throw his own fight, make this other nigga look way better than me.
But you know what I think? And Malik, I want you to get into this first. And
Okay.
everybody else. You know what I think that should happen? If it's gonna go that route, I'm gonna tell you, if I was Spence, I'm getting the top dog. I'm getting Al Heyman and Shelly Figley, head of the PBC.
Mhm.
Yo, they fucking with my money. You it's gotta be a stronghold on that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
but
has
see,
to happen. The
right, right.
people gotta be more and more. They gotta be more and more. They gotta be more and more visual now because now it's gonna be a lot of people. It's gonna be quite a few gonna be acting like talking like fucking squirrels. Then all of a sudden they want to have a nut in their motherfucking throat and they act like they don't know fucking shit. Hell fucking no. Hell
Hmm.
no, ain't nothing happened. Malik, my brother.
Yes, sir. And our
Yeah,
brother,
Tom.
I gotta agree with the whole panel, man. I'm getting enjoyment just listening off of everybody because all y'all, if I really say everything that I want to say, I'll be reverberating everything that everybody said. But Earl Spence, and shout out to the LDBC. Earl Spence is the goat of the division, man. Everything got to come through Earl Spence, man. Now, Earl Spence got in the ring tonight. He was very respectable. What did he say in the beginning, JT? He said, "Hey, Sean, I love your father," because most people don't know that he trained Earl in the amateurs. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
Right.
so the respect is there. But also Earl was he was very cordial with Sean. He said, "Look, we gotta eventually fight. I love your father though." Sean manned up, said, "Hey, it's the easiest fight. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no
No
mandatory.
excuse. That's
None of
right.
that." You know what I'm saying? And let's say happen so. Let's say that the
Man,
Porters
he
don't
still
want to
kind
put.
of laid down though, Malik. He still kind of laid down because he's supposed to told them folk. I know y'all punk ass came over there to the UK to see me lose, but now I got the belt and it's your belt, bitch. Come and get it back.
Oh
Like
yeah,
fuck
no,
all that
no
friend
doubt,
shit.
no doubt. No, well, you know what? I agree with you 100%, good brother. But you know what? I like how Earl he carried it. He was cordial, and they friends. I mean, either whatever we say it, brother, they still friends, man. Because Earl ain't say nothing.
Right. Because
Earl, yeah,
yeah.
Earl ain't come sideways like he did with Keith Thurman, Kell Brooks. I mean, that he really know that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put this out there. Most people don't know this. That Sean used to spar him. So man, yeah, that's blood, that's family right there, man. But they
Right.
gotta fight.
Even if he went the family route, he could have told him, "Hey, I could beat your son up. Put your son in the ring. I'm gonna beat your son up." Like keep it funky. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
let it
no,
be known that I want to put these hands on your son or let your son put hands on me.
no.
But we got to do this.
Now he told him in a roundabout way. He said, "Hey, look, we gotta fight, man." He told him he just wasn't
Mm-hmm.
trying to be ignorant, man. You know, but see the thing about a good brother, he came at him in a different way than he came at Thurman or anybody else because he know him. That's family. Nah, they gonna fight, man. And if they don't want to put the belt up, I don't care, man. I would prefer for Spence to go after that belt. But if they want to fight without the belt just to get the fight, man, let's bring it, man. I can't wait to see it.
Now I want to see a championship. I'm sorry. I think we wait a long time, and I'm sorry. And I'm saying
Yeah.
PPC. If you hear something from the darkness, if it get back to you, we need you to put. If you say you got the best fighters, we want you to put a stranglehold fight. We want to see great fights. We are tired to see good fights. We want to see great fights. And
Well,
I'm.
let me ask you this then, JT. Let me ask you this, JT. Okay, Danny lost, right? Sean and everybody in the boxing world say Earl can't get a fight. Line Danny ass
I
up.
know you
Go
going
ahead
there.
and beat Danny ass. So
I
everybody
know.
don't fight Danny Garcia. Yeah, get your ass in the ring. Get you out the way, bitch. Go ahead
Yeah.
and let
Man,
the field come out
Danny
your
ain't get
eye.
Danny ain't getting in the ring with that dude, man.
No, he's
I
not.
know he.
Danny
I,
ain't getting in the ring with that dude. It's gonna be a million and one excuses why
And
he
he
can't
gonna.
fight Earl Spence. He couldn't handle Sean Porter, man.
He
And hey, let me say this real quick, man. And to answer that brother, or to respond to that brother Malik, uh, I want to see a unification only because if it's just a prize fight, we already know what's gonna happen in
No
that
doubt.
prize fight.
No doubt.
We already know the outcome. Shorter Earl Spence catching cancer, we know what's going down in that fight. Earl gonna beat the brake fluid out that dude, and and then they gonna both get a paycheck. So if
No,
Yeah.
no,
that's the
no.
case,
Don't
a
get me wrong.
paycheck they get
Right,
played with too.
right.
But you know what? And I want to say this too, and Sonny, I want you to get into it too. And go more on your point because you did say there's a rough house boxer. I remember in fan chat this coming week. Wherever they want to fight Spence, you know what they want to say? We want that money. We want that back. Hell no, you ain't getting that fucking back. See, these motherfuckers want that Floyd Mayweather money, but you don't want to fight for the shit. Hell fucking no.
They don't want to fight for, or they don't want to do the promotion for. Look how weak these goddamn promotion was, man. Come on, man.
yeah.
Y'all know Floyd go all out. Floyd got shit on Twitter. He got shit on Facebook,
That's what I'm saying.
Instagram.
They don't want to do that. They don't want to do the work. You like going on your point, DJ. They don't want to do the work. So you know what I feel? I would tell Wilder if I was like they top advisor. I would say this: Wilder and Spence or in your favor is 60-40. Take it or leave it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because they
JT.
fuck dancing for a long fucking time. They don't see Thurman. I hurt my hand twice. The motherfucker, you ain't fought for life for 2 years. And look what I ain't even changed the thing. Look what they did to fucking AJ. They got the nerve to have a WBO championship, make it as super heavyweight, make it as super. And we know that WBO used to be a fucking cable champion like almost 2 decades ago. You know that.
Yeah. I mean, regular
Yeah.
TV type shit.
Yeah, you can make that shit as super. You're supposed to make the super WBA or WBC. We don't even hear no super shit for no IBF.
Yeah,
Hey,
and
JT.
they used to be up there with like the USBA and the Intercontinental.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That was
yeah,
that was the dude that was on USA Friday Night Fights all the time.
yeah.
Yeah,
Out here, man. This politics
Hey,
gotta stop. But you
yeah.
know what? Before y'all continue, I would love for all y'all to come back one day. I want us to talk about the politics of boxing.
oh,
I want to talk about the historical part of boxing. I really do. I got some stuff lined up here,
Mm-hmm.
and so I want y'all to stay tuned for that. But
Hey,
but yeah,
hey, JT,
yes, sir.
when you do your show too, do a pre-show with researching not researching but debunking the man he about your age Leon Muhammad. You know Leon Muhammad, the trainer. He
Trainer
yeah,
who?
the Leon Muhammad, he a trainer, man. He was one of Don King. He was one of Don King.
yeah.
He
I
was
know
one
who
of
you
Don
talking
King
about.
fall boy. He'll tell a nigga take the dive. It worth the money. Type dude. You know what
That's easy work for me, man. I'm talking about his talk. That's easy work because I know he's not true. He's not true for the art of boxing, man. I'm not.
Oh no, he coming up on the scene now. He talking about Don King. All these people talking about Don King raw nobody. Don King didn't raw nobody. He getting what was owed to him.
Well, I understand what I'm saying. Well, you better understand what you're saying. But for me, is this: we know how Dog King treat the fight, especially our color. Let's be honest here. He was raped. He was doing. Look what he trying to do, Muhammad Ali, back when he fought for George Foreman back in '74 in Africa.
Right.
We
So
gotta
so
understand, right? We gotta understand what this chick. I'm not worried about that chick, man. Listen, I'm
I'm
all
gonna send you the links of the videos
yeah,
I was watching.
yeah,
So
do
when
that.
you
Yo, I don't want to. Don King is a has been now, man. It's Al Heyman and Sherry Fickley, man. It's PBC, man. We the new media, man. It's us, man. We
right.
run this shit, man.
Right,
Hey, and that
and then another thing,
Recognize,
and then another thing we doing is in this new media too. And I say that I'm a big problem to it is that it is this championship fight. Now I understand what Kenny's saying, and everybody on this panel might chop my head off. But what I understand about what Kenny Porter was saying is even if it ain't a belt, get your ass in the ring. I'm an old school dude like that. You know what I'm saying? Like even if it ain't for the, you know what I'm saying, make somebody pay a ticket, but get your ass in that ring. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Hey,
yeah.
JT.
that but
Yes, sir.
that
JT.
really.
Yeah. Go. No, I'm sorry about that, good brother.
Oh my
But
bad,
now,
man.
JT and Sonny, I don't want nobody to get it twisted, man, about what I was saying about getting in the ring without a belt. I'm for the
No.
championship.
We got what
I'm
you
for.
saying.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah, oh
for that,
yeah.
man.
We
Yeah.
But
got what you
yeah,
saying. You're right.
but if that chump want to use that as an excuse not to get in the ring, I'm saying, man, all right, keep your punk ass belt. Excuse me for cussing. Keep your belt and let's
Nah,
do the
man,
fight.
this grown up talk right here, man.
You
I'm
Yep.
know
talking
what
about,
I mean?
yo,
Let
Malik,
them
you
run it,
acting
man.
up, man.
Hey, Malik,
Hey man,
that's how real men did it back in the day. But see, it's like nowadays, okay. Back then, it's like if it ain't for the belt, and then I just take that dive, I know I don't lose my belt. But for the
Right,
for the sake of Las Vegas looking good, Don
right,
King looking good, all these folk looking good, I gotta take a dive, but I don't
right.
lose my belt and I get paid. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Yeah.
Niggas don't take dives no more these days. Floyd, not Floyd. Let me say it better than that. Bernard Hopkins got these niggas fucked up. Bernard Hopkins like, man, I'm 50 years old getting in the ring. I ain't lost a few times. And then you got Floyd coming behind him say, well, shit, I ain't lost at all. And then Keith Thurman, younger than them, talking about shit, I ain't afraid to lose my
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So, it's a whole new era than just taking that dive.
Oh,
Take
Hmm.
I got you. I
yeah,
got you.
like Dillian White, he'll take a dive type dude. Not Bermain Stavern, I like Bermain Stavern, but what's the Big Baby Miller, I think he'll take a dive type dude,
Absolutely.
and,
Absolutely.
and so if you leave it up to Kenny Porter and Eddie Hearn and all those, they'll have a whole lot of take a dive type fights going on, and we'll really be mad on these being a new media.
I got you.
Man, I would say this, man. Like that rule, man, reminds me of one of them old laws that don't nobody pay attention to no more. Like, you ain't supposed to throw gum in the lake. You know what I mean? You throw gum in the lake and the police officer come and arrest you. Like, if you're a champion, right, and you lose, that makes absolutely no sense to fight a champion. You beat the champion, but you're not the champion.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I understand that's what they did back in the old days. I understand that, but we're in a new era in time now where you got fighters out here who are willing to unify. Like, they grow up wanting to unify. We want to know. We want to see somebody a unified champ.
Yes, sir.
And for him to come out there and say, "Well, we want the fight, but if it doesn't happen, it's not up to us." We all know he got a mandatory coming up.
Nah, but see,
but unifications trump mandatories.
Yes, sir.
All day long.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So why even say that?
Right, exactly. It goes to show for me, now you're trying to buck dance, and now you want to play politics. Now you want to put the politics with Spence in them. Oh, nah. You did the same shit when you buck dance, and when you tell us that you tell us about we broke ass fans who you said the same bullshit. You backsliding, Kenny. We're not letting you get over like that. Hell no. I'm telling the dogs, I come for your fucking head.
Yeah, Kenny Porter's very disrespectful.
It ain't happening no more, man.
And Kenny ass up right now listening to these boxing shows. I want y'all to know that he already said,
I give a fuck.
One show, and I see other titles, and if it seems interesting, I click on it.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he very disrespectful.
We the new media.
Yeah,
hey, and check.
Yeah, you think he got give a fuck about Kenny? Listen. Kenny and his son, like Ticket said, everybody said, we any man, even father and son in our community that be there for each other, nourishing their son. I'm with that. I salute you, but I don't give a fuck. Like my late father say. That man put on his pants like you do. He put on his socks like you do. He put on his head like you do. He's a human like you, a human being. So the hell what? If he gonna listen to us, gonna bitch about that, oh, he shouldn't say that. That means we telling the fucking truth.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Right. True.
Let your son man the fuck up. Your son is a grown man. Let him make his own decisions. If he want to fight Spence, let him fight. Fucking stop saving like I always say, like these no good little. I call these men little big child. Stop sucking on your mama's milk. Stop letting your son stop sucking your fucking chest, man.
Hey man, you know how it is on y'all remember the scene on Friday when Red came up there and told DJ Pooh when he said, "Hey, you want some of this too, old man?" No, I told you about coming up here fucking with these good people. See, Kenny don't want to be Red. Kenny don't.
Give a fuck, man. These people talking about this and that. You talking this mind multifocal shit, Kenny. Like you cannot be fucking touched, homie. You better calm the fuck down because you got the LDBC. We all I'm saying like there's brothers like in status in here that you need to cool the fuck down, homie.
But see, that's on the real though. That's why he said the retirement thing. He wouldn't have brought up your fucking bill. If he didn't think about the LDBC, if he didn't think about any of the new media, you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have brought up that retirement shit. He brought up that retirement shit because he's like, man, these folk gonna be on our ass. We can't the Suave shit over with since 2009. 2010 at the height of YouTube, all that extra bullshit, you know what I'm saying, is over with.
Yo, it ain't gonna be on us, man. Chuck, why you doing it again? And we should hold on to that. No, Kenny, no, yup, nutty. Now I can understand if Sean lost a few hours ago. Sean, you got the belt now. You got power now. Stop letting your father talk your viewpoints, nigga.
So let me ask y'all. Danny Garcia, Adrian Broner now though, right? They might well get it on. They might
Yeah,
well get it on. They all they can, man. Both on races and shit. You know what I'm saying? They might well get it on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
both
you
of
know
them
what?
yeah.
did
You know
motherfucker.
that that's a perfect fight right there because they both on the same level.
Mhm.
They tier 2 type fighters. They ain't tier 1 fighters no more. They tier 2.
Yep.
Right,
AB
right.
AB not gonna make that fight though. You know what I mean? Because he don't want to go up to 147.
Yeah, AB don't want that smoke.
He not gonna make that fight. But I want to ask you guys a quick question, right quick.
Go ahead.
What's
So
that?
that statement that he made, let's just Kenny Porter. Let's just think about this. Let's break this statement down for a second. We can fight, but let's just fight. I'm paraphrasing. It's not exact words, but he basically saying we can fight, but let's just not fight for the title. Like, what are you really saying?
In my opinion, I think he's saying that even though we pro, I think we could get a people an exhibition. You know what I'm saying? So even in the fun, my son's feelings won't be hurt, and mine won't either once you win, because Derrick Jones is a good trainer.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what I believe Kenny was saying. What Kenny was saying was, if we win this fight tonight, which they did, we don't want to give it up that quick because we know we're gonna give it up that quick. You know, so let's just do this exhibition thing for the money because like I said, we all know the outcome of what that fight is gonna be. You know, short of somebody pulling a drive-by on Errol Spence Jr. and shooting him in both his legs, we know what the outcome of that fight is gonna be. Ain't no surprises on that one. So, and ain't no surprises to the Porters either. They know. They know what they going up against in Errol Spence. Because like you said, Kenny used to train them. He know exactly what's going to be across the ring from them. So they done calculated in their head, hey, man, if this going to be the next fight, this going to be a short trip with this belt, a real short trip.
Yes, sir.
So with that being said, we got a burden of proof right there as far as who's really scared and who's been ducking who.
Oh, yeah, but we
already know he gonna lose. Just the statement that you made. Yeah, let's make this an exhibition fight because we just won this belt and we don't want to lose it.
Yeah, like I said, man, they got background on Errol Spence. They got sparring experience with Errol Spence. They know Errol Spence. They know exactly what's going to be standing across from them in that opposite corner if they go ahead and take their fight with Errol. So they trying to hedge their bets already with, hey, hold up, man. Well, not for the belt. Let's just do it for the bag. Because they know that's going to be a short ride, bro. With that title reign, it's going to be a short one.
Yes,
so I don't think we should allow them to get away with that, yo. That's not what champions do.
Nah, that's why they're going for that mandatory shit. Because mandatory is a slick way of saying exhibition. You know what I'm saying? I know this nigga ain't gonna get my belt. Even if we go to this and the sanctioning bodies, the judges ain't finna get this nigga my belt. So let me do the mandatory.
You know what I think? And you know that's a good point, you boy DJ Sean. You know what I think? And I want to throw it at everybody. I want everybody to get a shot at this. I think that behind the scenes, how crazy it is, it came to my mind. I've been thinking about this too, but it came to my mind, Sonny, and you know I meant to tell you about this. I think Top Rank, and I think Kenny, and I think the ones that they trying to screw, even Keith Thurman, I think they all gonna work. They're all gonna work together and trying to screw Spence.
Yeah,
I
I
really
think I
believe
think
that.
they go- I think they're gonna try to screw him. But one thing that I commend Errol Spence on is when Floyd Mayweather was getting those meetings with Warren Buffett and shit right like that. Homeboy was right there next to him and in the meetings and sparring with him and like I just came up here to the gym because Floyd said he wanted to talk to me. I was just in the meeting like, what the fuck y'all were talking about back there? And why you so calm and you know what I'm saying? Like what you know that we don't know, nigga. You know,
Mm.
that's what that's what I think. I think Earl got something up his sleeve because the amount of money he made to for him not to be part of a crew, like he ain't signed with nobody crew. He his own dude. And the amount of money he made doing his own little fight the
No,
last
he's
couple of
more than
years.
PBC now.
Well, I mean, he with PBC as far as like being with Al Heyman, but
Heyman.
he's still his own. He his own man as far as like like everybody else signed to somebody. Like niggas either sign a money
He's not
team,
with
or
a
they sign a Golden Boy, or they
yeah.
sign a
He's
Eddie
not with a
Hearn, or they
promotional
sign a
company.
Top Rank.
Right,
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
home,
Okay,
yeah.
I get you.
Yeah, home on his he on he's standing alone and he's standing and I know he hear us in the back saying, boy, you need to get down with somebody because you ain't gonna get in no fight, this, that, and third. But he's so nonchalant about it. The Charlos are nonchalant about it, and Derrick Jones are nonchalant about it. I'm like, what y'all niggas know that we don't know? Why we so and y'all ain't because y'all ain't getting them fights that we think y'all should have.
But you know what I think, and I want y'all each of y'all chime into this. I really believe. Also, I believe this too that Al Heyman and Shetty Fickley is really working, and they putting things together. And I think like the scenario that I brought up like 5 minutes ago, I think they probably get over sometimes, but it's not going to be that long. And I think that it's going to be quite a few fighters that was in Golden Boy and that Weasel Hearn that they looking at that deal. You can fight champion. You can self promote yourself. And they want to get down with it because Hearn keep on talking about he got this app. That app is
Hey,
fucking.
hey, I said the same thing, JT. I was like, that's I said Al Heyman don't talk.
Nah,
Who is the loudest megahorn Al Heyman got that's boxing that's active right now? Who is the loudest megahorn? Goddamn Adrian Broner. He made a video laughing at Eddie Hearn and all that shit, talking about, oh, y'all don't sign to some shit that y'all might as well be doing it for the vine. So that's why I agree with you, JT. Like, all them fools finna run over to Al Heyman, all of them.
Yeah. Hey man, you look at the deal that Al Heyman just signed with Fox. Now Fox and Showtime is owned by CBS. So you got CBS and you got Fox. Those are competitors competing against each other. And Al Heyman was able to make a deal with both of them, and they see and these other fighters are seeing that now Al Heyman's got like what $165 million budget from 2 networks. They can make any fight they want, and these fighters can get paid. So that excuse about if the money's right, that ain't an excuse no more. Al has made it so that you get the bag. If you want to participate in the big fight, you can get the bag.
Man, this is what I did. And then my thing is like how with I'm just all into we on Spence, but I'm into the Derrick Jones thing. Like Spence linking up with Jerry Jones, doing that thing like that. Like them boys they can make their own money now. Like you know how folk go out to Vegas and then Jerry gonna buy all the tickets.
Yeah,
they even tap the surface of that.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, and what? Hey, let me say this real quick, man. About promoters. We're in an age now, like a lot of y'all brothers have already stated, where top tier fighters don't need promoters. You can self promote yourself. Yeah. Floyd laid the blueprint for that, and we all see that. Now, one thing I will say is, like some of these fighters, though, some of these fighters need a promoter. Some of these Some of these dudes can't promote themselves, can't make their own decisions. Don't know they behind from a hole in the ground, man. And some
Jerry Hurd.
You know what I'm saying? Some of these dudes need their handheld. So the promoter is good in that aspect. But once you get to that level where you're pretty much a quote unquote a household name, you could promote yourself. Social media is a motherfucker. You know? So
just hiring the people. Like, this is the thing, like, people think those girls around Florida just around Florida. Now those girls do all kind of shit. When they be having those phones in their hand and editing all that stuff that y'all see popping up with Florida and different colors and filters and shit and fonts and stuff, be them people that hanging around them all day. They keep that shit going. You know, you got to have the staff. And I think Earl make enough money. Terrence Crawford make enough money. Javante Davis make enough money to where they don't have to be, you know what I'm saying, subject to.
Now, Malik, I want you to get into it, and everybody else too. I want to go back to that point too in a few minutes. But now we know that Porter win, right? Now, what's it going to be now? Because you know Crawford now re-signed to Top Rank Boxing. I don't know why. Because
I know why.
Cause you know, think about this. When Bradley was the man, did Bradley fight anybody on show? When Bradley was the man, did Bradley fight them folk over there on Showtime? Bradley fought all HBO, all Top Rank when he was the man. And it was like, damn, man, Bradley need. I know I used to say it back in the day. Bradley need to fight some of them people over there on Showtime. You know, he need to get down. He need to get in there with Cotto before Cotto get messed up. He need to get in there with Marquez before Marquez get old. But they was, you know what I'm saying? Timothy Bradley didn't do it. I think Terrence Crawford, in my opinion, is gonna go down like Timothy Bradley. He's gonna win some good fights and all that shit, but being over there with them folk is not a good look.
Okay, Omar, Malik.
Yeah, JT, man. I know why he went over there. If somebody gave you a new contract for 5 fights for $125 million, you'll stay over there too. Spence ain't gonna see that money, man. I'm not big in Bob Aaron up, man, but Bob Aaron got bread, man. You know what I mean? Promote me. You know what I'm saying? For $120 and welterweight for 5 fights, and Spence name ain't even in none of them fights.
But all right, but I understand, Malik, and tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Okay.
Damn, that was major, and Spence's name ain't in none of those fights.
Right,
so that's damn near $40 million a fight.
Almost, bro. Almost.
Yeah, but see, this is what I'm saying. All right, I understand the money. You're right, Malik. It's a lot of money, but this is what I'm saying. Is Crawford, are you going to put up that belt and help unify the welterweight? Because listen, we got to understand how Bob Aaron works.
Yeah, well, brother, look, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Put that belt up, but what I'm saying, Bob Aaron, and I'm gonna say this right quick. Crawford is another GOAT because he's the only one that had the balls to come on out and call out Spence, man. But Bob Aaron got in his ear and said, whoa. Calm that down, man. Start calling that man out. He is your equal, and he possibly can beat you. Take this 125 for 5 fights, and his name ain't on their fight. You would do that too, man. And Spence ain't even gonna see that type of money at PBC. You dig what I'm saying? So it's also business. So I
understand that, but at the same time,
none of them niggas gonna see that kind of fight unless they step up and sit their nuts out there like Floyd and say I'm doing my own shit. Like when y'all do these fights, I'm going in on the promotion too.
Yes, sir.
Unless they do that, they won't see. Like you got Eddie Hearn willing to give up some money. You got Jay-Z with the Rock Nation willing to give up some money. You got Jay Prince willing to give up some money. You got everybody willing to give up some money. So that little money, niggas are gonna catch and be like, man, Terrence Crawford just got to be LeBron James.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? He just gonna have to be.
Right. And this is what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
No, this is what I'm saying too, that what I'm very skeptical about it, he signed that. Bar Aaron is gonna have a chokehold on the moves that even Crawford that want to make. And
That's
so
true.
that means Bar Aaron wins. Come on, Bar Aaron been part of this for over 50 years.
No, I
He's
get
the
that, JT.
fucking snake. And
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
I
hey,
don't know
JT, you right, JT, and Floyd took the shit. Floyd say, fuck them 3 million. I'm going over here with all the belts to Showtime.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Me
Hey,
and Oscar, we're gonna say fucking, and then let me tell you how wrong they how even more was an iller punch when you hear Bernard Hopkins say, "Oh yeah, I ended Don King. When I knocked out that man, I ended Don King. I ended all that stuff they had over there at Top Rank. I ended that." I said, y'all have y'all ever seen that interview with
Yeah, I
Bernard
seen.
Hopkins
Yeah,
saying that?
yeah. He said at the end of the fight. Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, he's talking about he ended
Yeah,
Don King.
but check it out though. And I want y'all to go into this too, and even Sonny. Let's be honest too. When Oscar De La Hoya was talking about that he wearing stockings and all that, and there was other people was talking racial shit about it. B Hop, he was the vice president of Golden Boy. He didn't say shit about it.
He was
Fucking
cooning,
cool.
cooning.
yeah,
Yeah, he was cool because
he trying
the
to keep that
move that
check.
they made, they he called himself just trying to side with Oscar De La Hoya because they was in the process of shitting on Bob Arum. They was leaving. They were going over to Showtime. You know, they had the little Showtime was building up their stuff. Oscar getting all their good little money and stuff. They told Bernard Hopkins be cool, and we got little Floyd down with the move.
Yeah. Hey man, hey, let me say this, man, kind of to go back about the Terrence Crawford thing, because I want to cook on that one for a second.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason I believe that boy Terrence re-signed with Top Rank is because of the ESPN deal. ESPN just essentially bought Top Rank.
Absolutely.
You know? So I mean, and we know Top Rank is owned by Disney. So they got the budget, they got the pockets for anything. Disney pull in 90 billion a year.
Yes, sir.
And ESPN get a nice cut of that. They are the worldwide leader in sports.
Yes, sir.
They wanted
Was Thursday Night Fight owned by Teddy Atlas? Is that the reason why that was Teddy Atlas? Did
Yeah.
Teddy Atlas have anything to do with ESPN's boxing stuff? Is what I'm asking.
Yes. Yeah. He was the head analyst or commentator or whatever, but he also got like a production deal.
So
with
those
them.
shows was his shows. So so in other words, they had to do a deal with somebody to bring boxing back to ESPN.
Yep.
Okay,
Exactly.
that's what I was asking.
So let me ask y'all this question now. Go more Rough House, brother Rough House. He was talking about that the money and do you think Fox and CBS Sport? Do you think it's going to be great fights on regular TV?
Yeah, I do. Now when we talk about great fights, all of the top tier fights, like what we just watched tonight, that's going to be on Showtime or that's going to be on the main Fox.
Mm-hmm.
The lower tier fights, those are the ones that's going to be on FS1.
Mm-hmm.
Or Showtime Extra, where they have the show box and all of that. That's gonna get those lower tier fights. But yeah, and this ain't gonna do nothing but help these fighters, because what you doing is when you on Fox, when you on just regular ESPN, when you on Showtime, you getting the casual fan. Not just the hardcores. The hardcore is gonna follow boxing wherever it go, whatever channel it's on. We're gonna look for the fight.
Even
but you're gonna get the Joe Schmo that just happened to be, he wanted to see Game of Thrones, and it just so happened it was a fight on tonight, and he gonna sit down and watch that, and then he gonna be like, oh man, that dude Errol Spence, that dude is a dog, man. Mm-hmm. So from then on, Errol Spence is in his head now, and he gonna be checking for him. So Al Heyman, and that I applaud Al Heyman for doing that. Cats like Eddie Hearn, cats like Bob Arum and other cats, they didn't want that. What they wanted was pay-per-view everything, the same way they do over in the UK. That's what they wanted. And I applaud Al Heyman for looking at it for the, you know, in the fighter's best interest? How can I best build these dudes, you know, they brand, they platform? How can I get them the most exposure? By putting them on regular free cable subscription TV. That's the quickest and easiest way to do it. And that's all I got on that.
Okay. Go ahead. Anybody can go ahead.
Yeah, I just look at it like nowadays, man, these cats is they locked into a 360 like a rapper. You know what I'm saying? They like a rapper. So it's like even though they may be on public TV, ESPN or Fox, even though for Bob Aaron for Top Rank and for Al Heyman, even though they still ain't look like they still ain't taking a page out of Floyd book and being their own man, because the niggas ain't promoting themselves.
Yeah,
they're not.
You know, like I put it like this. Nowadays, like you got Adrian Bronner who know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? But we be laughing at him, or we either laugh at him or be pissed off at him. We never say we never just say to see the cleverness in it until he got a fight, and then you're like, oh, that's why he was doing that stupid ass shit. He got a CD coming out, or he got a fight coming up. You know what I'm saying? And he promoted himself. So it's like these folk can't. They really. I don't think they celebrity even demands a pay-per-view. You know, like they don't even like Floyd. His celebrity demanded a pay-per-view. He made it. He promoted the other guy so much that, you know what I'm saying, you start to go follow the other guy and watching they old fights and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because he promoted them so the other guy so well. These dudes are so selfish these days. They ain't gonna promote the other guy, you know, to make themselves look big, to make their situation look. It's kind of like if JT say, I'm doing this, I'm about to do this show, I need you on this show with me, DJ Black. Okay, since I'm gonna be on this show, why don't I make me a flyer, since I know how to make flyers and promote this flyer through this, cause I know I'm about to be on this show, you know, and make it bigger for both of us, you know. These fighters don't do that these days. They ain't doing that. Like, sure, hey, now time you gonna go on Danny Garcia page and see him saying something slick about Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? He could do this and he could do that, but I'm the best at this and I'm the best at that. And Sean Floyd had that shit. When you see Miguel Cotto and when you seen Ricky Haddon, you know, and even with the Conor McGregor stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yep. He keep on knocking at my door, so I answer. He keep on. They say he can beat me. We gonna see. You know what I'm saying? And people started buying into that shit. Cause Floyd, the highlights he was showing made folks say, "Oh, that nigga gonna knock Floyd ass out." Other than us who really watch boxing, like, man, that man about to get his ass in the ring with Floyd. You know what I'm saying? But it made it. You know, like the boy, like my man say, the person who just watching the Game of Thrones, who don't know shit. He heard of Floyd Mayweather. He heard of Conor McGregor. But because the boy is so good at promoting that, you know what I'm saying, that guy who watched the Game of Thrones, now he gonna order that. Now he gonna sit down and watch the fight with Floyd and Conor McGregor. These fighters they gotta step up. They gotta, even the Charlos, you know what I'm saying? Like, just get mad at the other fighter like you want to fight him and shit. That ain't no cool ass promotion. We gonna talk about it on our medias, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't the right type of promotion. That's why them niggas ain't getting no good fights either.
Okay, now I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. We're gonna go back there in a few minutes. I'm gonna ask each person on this panel and even in the chat, because I'm on historical content right now. We're gonna get back to the other stuff we talk about too, because I do want to talk about Wilder and all this happened too, because you know, a lot of things has happened. I want y'all to give me one historical boxer that y'all think that could fight any era, and I'll be last.
It don't matter what point in time.
It could be any fighter, but you gotta have a fighter that you know that can fight any era. Any fight, it gotta be any era. You know, all right. I've got, like, for instance, if I go and say like, Henry, I'll say Henry Armstrong. I can say, oh yeah, I'll pick Henry Armstrong because I know if he fought this era, he can fight in the era. That's what I'm talking about.
I pick Pretty Boy Floyd, not Money Mayweather, but Pretty Boy Floyd. I say Pretty Boy Floyd beats Pernell Whitaker. He beats Roger Mayweather. He beats Sugar Ray Leonard, and he beat his dad. Pretty Boy Floyd.
Okay. Next.
I'm gonna say Hagler. I think Hagler had the chin to stand up to the guys that were the Jack Johnsons and back in that era, even though that's a different weight class, but the guys from that era, he had the chin to stand up to those, but he had the boxing skill and acumen to fight with anybody nowadays in what was it, 147 and 154?
All the way to 160, yeah.
All the way to 160. He could go with anybody nowadays.
Okay. Damn. Okay, Malik.
There I say a little Floyd. I forgot my man, one of my good friends who I grew up with, Ron Henderson, Vernon Farr, man. Damn, rest in peace, Vernon.
Vernon was a beast.
Okay. Malik.
Me personally, good brother, in his weight class, this dude not only, I think even in this day, good brothers, that he'll dominate. You know what I mean, with his speed, man. And when he retired, I think his record was like 93 and 4 or 6 or something like that. And that's Sugar Ray Robinson. You know what I'm saying? I think Sugar Ray Robinson would run the tables in the day. I mean, this dude, man, and his body structure, man, and his work ethic, man, was just unprecedented, man. And he fought 7 to 8 times a year, which is insane. I think one year he fought 10 times one year. And he ain't turned down. He ain't do no ducking. I mean, he fought he fought not only mandatories, but like good brothers was saying early on, he unified, man. And then he went upper class and whooped somebody behind. You know what I'm saying? 2 classes, light heavyweight. So that'll be my guy between him and Archie Moore, who was 86 and 4.
You Malik. Oh, I don't like you. Let me stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next brother.
All right. Sonny, my brother.
Indeed, man. I was going. Can we do any weight class?
Any weight class.
Yeah, because I was going to say Floyd too, but I'm gonna go with another one now. So, I'm gonna pick. My pick is Lights Out James Toney.
Oh wow!
Wait. I think
one of the underrated greats.
Indeed.
Oh,
I got him in every generation.
I would love to see him and Joe Frazier fight. It's like they would have been a mirror in front of each other. That shit would have been a slug match, Jack.
You know what? It's my turn, right?
Yeah.
See, I got a lot. So I gotta pick one, right?
One.
Yeah.
Pick Muhammad Ali, but I'm not gonna pick Muhammad Ali. That's too easy. But I'm gonna go way back. Now I could say Jack Johnson too, but I believe Jack Johnson, he was ahead of his time of boxing and Jack. I'm not gonna touch Jack Johnson.
Hurricane Carter.
No. I'm gonna pick a fighter that's Sonny that I did a show about.
Liston.
Nope. I did a show about last week.
Hold on.
And I knew about this person for a very long time. And I know how nobody gonna talk about. It's the late great Joseph Sandy Sadler.
Yeah, that dude was a beast.
He could box and he could not. And I did, and to make it so bad, I did a live stream about him. Look it up, family. I did it. You know why? Because he's second among the greats of knockouts. The first one is Archie Moore. Let me tell you a little something about Sandy Sadler. Plus, he had an excellent record in amateurs too. Do you know in his career he fought over 150 something? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up right now.
Hey, while you looking it up, let me ask y'all this: who got a longer knockout streak? Who knockout streak longer than Errol Spence? He had 12, right? 12 straight, right?
Yeah, you mean in that division?
Yeah, yeah, in his division, like just straight, just got way just a streak.
I don't know that anybody got a longer streak, consecutive streak right now.
Right, and okay, let's go to heavyweight because Deontay Wilder ain't got a he ain't got a 12 fight streak, 12 knockout streak.
Okay.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah,
I'll
he had
pull,
a he had a 38 knockout streak until
Was
he
it
fought
38?
he was at 38 knockouts when he fought
Stavern, no,
Stavern.
it was 30.
yeah, he fought the first time, right? When he won by decision, right?
Yeah, he had 38 knockouts then.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He had 38 knockouts then.
Who got a longer knockout streak than Deontay Wilder then?
Ooh. That one I don't know.
So he go down in the Guinness World Record. I got to look at the Guinness World Record. He should be in the Guinness World Record then.
Yeah, I don't think anybody got a longer knockout streak than Deontay.
Yeah, nobody. That's right.
Nobody.
Not even Foreman.
But I pull up Sandy Sadler. I pulled him up. I did a story. Go back and look at. I'm a paraphrase it. I'm not gonna read them. All right. June 23rd, 1920, he died September 18, 2001. He was a two-time featherweight world champion, and also held the super featherweight title. Over his 12-year career, 1944, 1956, Sadler scored 103 knockouts.
Oh.
Stopped only once. And you know the boxer Willie Pep, right?
Yep.
He knocked out Willie Pep. He beat Willie Pep 4 times.
Yep.
Only person had done that. And also, he had to retire at 30 years old of an eye injury. So picture if he would not have an eye injury, it would what telling he probably passed Archie Moore's knockout record. There's no ifs and buts about it.
How many knockouts you say he got? He had
103 knockouts in 12 years. And he was a boxer. He was a boxer. I see
they were putting him. Who they was putting across? It couldn't have been boxers. They were putting across the ring.
Yeah.
No. Let me tell you. You got to read the story. He beat future greats. He was a boxer. Yes, he was.
I'm saying the people, like I'm talking about the majority of the people that was across the ring were they boxers.
Yeah.
God dang, that boy was bad.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. You look at that 103 knockouts over the course of 12 years.
Wow.
What is that, like 11 KOs a year?
Almost. Yeah.
Dog, that's crazy. No, it's 10. Just 10. 10 K. No, about 11 KOs a year. 11 KOs a year.
Now, Rough House Boxing and Sonny and I want each of your answer this. Now, you hear these boxing channels talk about, right? They talk about that. Do you hear anybody talk about this person here?
Nah. I'm gonna be real with you. I had never heard that name before until I went to Marlowe's Corner and I heard Kurt Sugar and Trey X and them talking about that dude. And then I had to go back and look him up. But I had never heard of him up until then. So that's been about 2 months ago.
I know about this person ever since I was little.
Hey, that dude was a beast.
And he don't get the credit. And check it out though. When he passed away 2001, right?
Yeah.
A few years before that, they just put him in the International Hall of Fame.
Hey, he was part of that. He was part of the Black Murderers Row, wasn't he?
I believe he was.
Yeah.
It doesn't say what I read, but I believe he was. I could be lying, but I think at that time he was.
I'm pretty sure he was part of that Black Murderers Row.
You know what's crazy, man? That we know like names like Sonny Liston, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, and stuff like that. And back we could attribute it to the people that they were signed to. I did a show about it I think you JT, you came to my live when I did it. I was talking about the gym that you with. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
when you look at it, a lot of these folks, there's a lot of people that were real good, man, but they name ain't gonna be put out there because the gym they were with. Like I got one cat here in Atlanta, man. You know what I'm saying? One of my good partner, man. His name don't be talked about a lot, but he was pretty good in the ring. Zahir Rahim, y'all heard him? Y'all remember him?
I do.
No, no.
Who was that?
Zahir Rahim.
That name
He,
sounds
he, he
familiar.
became a he became a champ once before 147. Zahir, yeah, but yeah, he lost. You know what I'm saying? He started. You know, he didn't stay up there with Shane Mosley and Floyd. Them. He didn't keep it going. He was just getting a fight here and there. He was worse than Andre Ward with taking the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't want that fight. Bullshit, bullshit.
But you know what impressed me about Sonny, and I want you to get into this, Sonny, too, and Omar. And it will impress me. Salah was ranked number 5 in the Ring magazine list of the 100 greatest punchers of all time. And also his nephew is Grandmaster Flash.
Wow.
What?
Yes.
That's what's
And,
up.
and what so impressed me about him, I understand what you say about they talk about him like this, but you know, this person right here, you know, see, when I talk about historical stuff, I'm talking about the times. I'm talking about the conditions that sometimes we tend to forget.
Yeah,
This man,
real talk.
do you know the condition he had to fight with?
Yeah, that's deep.
Yeah.
Hey, JT, I don't know
12 years,
hey, JT.
103 knockouts, and he had to retire. He was 30 over an eye injury.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hey,
And
JT,
we don't talk about him. We don't put him up there.
what's his? Hey, JT, I do documentaries. What's his name again?
Joseph Sandy Sattler,
Sattler.
Joseph Sandy Sattler.
the most underrated great ever. He ranked in the top 5 in Ring magazine.
What's his weight class?
He fought, he was a featherweight. He hold a featherweight and a super featherweight.
Okay.
Now at that time it was hard.
Yeah. Now, what was his final record though? At when he was 30 years
Oh, his
old?
record?
Yeah.
You ain't said nothing about him. Pull that
No,
one right now.
All right.
Total fights 162, 104, 144 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Lost only 16, 2 draws, 103 knockouts.
Man, that's crazy. That's insane.
What's the ratio of that?
Dog, that could you imagine? Could you know what? You know it's crazy. You hear all the time about cats in the amateurs, and you hear them say, okay, they had 150 amateur fights, they had 200 amateur fights. You hear that all the time. But could you imagine somebody saying, yeah, he had 110 pro fights? Dog, that's insane.
What's the name just said he over 100. Jamel Charlo just said he over 100 fights. He 30 professional fights and like 70 amateur fights. He just said, yeah.
Yeah, that, you know what, JT, man, this brother all together, you know, that brother had 162 fights, man.
That's a lot of goddamn fights.
Man.
Are they professional? Are they just they didn't do amateur professional shit back then. They were just like, what else? You fighting.
Yeah, you just fight.
But Sonny, I want you to get into this too. But think about it. He had to retire at 30, and then at that time, that was young. If he would not have that eye injury, ain't what telling how many. I don't even want. That's retarded. If he would not have that eye injury, how many? Man, I ain't want to talk about it, man. It's retarded. It's sick. It's really sick.
Yeah, that's retarded.
That is, man.
But I'm surprised. All those fights probably what caused the eye injury. Like that. Like I can just imagine what the eye injury. What else was fucked up with him? Like your boy Jermaine Taylor. He threw that
Riddick both.
Floyd did that to your boy Conor McGregor. He gonna be just like that. Fucked up.
All right, Sonny.
He might be sleeping.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
right here. Check 1 2 1 2.
1 2
Hey,
1 2.
hey
Now,
man, yo,
now, Sonny was on when I read about this too.
Yeah.
hey man, hey man, let me ask y'all this, man. You was talking about you were just talking about cats, getting beat up and all of this stuff, man. Have any of y'all listened to that boy Brandon Rios lately?
Yeah, he
Oh
was a
yeah,
mess,
he
man.
got a slur.
Hey,
He got a slur.
don't that nigga sound like a stroke victim?
Yeah, man, it's
Right,
sad.
right, right. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you know he don't had a few of them. They ain't gonna say it. They ain't, only nigga walked away with this shit clean, and he can talk shit. If
Floyd
Floyd
Mayweather.
Mayweather,
Yup.
he
That's
the
it.
only one. He walked away with this shit. We can count. Bernard Hopkins did walk away from it clean, but he came back and started getting knocked out. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have did that. He walked away clean at first. You know,
Mhm.
Yeah.
that shit hard to walk away clean. Like they say, the how do your children say? I don't know if y'all got children. I got grown children. They be talking about the thing, dad, is to survive with the bad. You know, like
Yeah.
yeah, and Floyd survived with the bad. But now Hopkins, he still kind. But now his slur ain't kicked in yet. But it's coming. You know what I'm saying? James Tony got the slur.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
James Tony
yeah,
got it.
It's
Riddick
yeah.
all,
Bowe got it.
Yep.
it's all the ones who
Well, Lennox Lewis did good too, brothers.
Yeah, he
it's
did.
all the
Yeah,
ones who
Lewis
Lennox
did.
Lewis walked away, right? Yep.
the
Hmm.
ones with the best
Yeah, I want
defense.
to talk about Sadler a little bit when I first read it to you. How do you what do you, I want you to share with the people that you shared with me.
Well,
I mean, 103 knockouts.
well,
Is were you talking to me? My bad, yo.
Yeah.
no, go
Yeah,
ahead, good brother. Go ahead.
103 knockouts, man. It's crazy. And then like when his career was done, I believe he helped train George Foreman.
I forgot about that. He trained George Foreman to win the heavyweight title.
Dang.
You
So
know what I
did
mean?
he? So when he retired, he walked away from the game. He still had all his faculties and everything.
They didn't say nothing about that.
Well, I mean, I guess he had to be pretty good because he was training George Foreman.
It had to
Right.
be right.
Well, he didn't walk around with all his faculty. He had a messed up eye, like the brother said he had to retire. But what I
Well,
will what I will say, good brothers, is that I love boxing. It's a gladiator sport, but it's very, very dangerous. It's a consequence to that stuff.
oh yeah,
People like Lennox Lewis, people like Floyd Mayweather, they're a blessing, man. And Bernard too, before he came back. It's a
Mhm.
blessing to walk away, man, from that stuff, man, and ain't nothing happen to you. But yeah,
But get back to my point. I picked Joseph Sadler because I had a few fighters that could fight any level. But when I reread Joseph Sandy Sadler, I'm sorry. I believe that if he would have been Lomachenko was in the featherweight, right?
Nice.
yeah, he's at 135.
That's
Nice.
Be careful.
I ain't be careful. I
How many
think
fights
just
Lomachenko got?
like that.
How many fights do he actually have? Like, how many amateur fights do he got?
Oh,
Who?
Lomachenko.
Shit, they said like two. It's over 200.
it's
Right.
a 200, yeah.
I remember they said that shit told Floyd that about Michael Montana. He was like, "Who the hell he was fighting? I ain't all them people he was fighting. I looked them up, man. He was like, I looked them up, and I don't look fighters up. I looked them up, man. And who the hell them people he was fighting?
But you know what? I want to ask you a question. I'm gonna throw it out to you. Now we get back. We go to the heavyweight now. Now we know what happened to Hearn. That his father swear on them. What's that's gonna leave for Wilder now, and the act that Weasel had tried to create, and the fighters that Hearn signed. And rough high boxing, I'm starting from you.
Hey, give me that question again, bro.
Now we know what happened to Hearn, right?
Right.
hmm
Because you know the father has Will on him, right?
Right, right.
Okay. I want to know what's that's going to lead the fights that Hearn already signed, and plus the app that he always talked about. And we're gonna
Well,
start with you first.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Based off what we was talking about earlier, with what Al Heyman has done, I think a bunch of them dudes is finna jump ship as soon as their contracts are up.
Mm-hmm.
Them dudes is come, man. Because I mean, you think about it, bro. Number one, if you want to be a worldwide boxing star, you got to fight here in the States. You got to. There's no way to get around it. You got to fight here in the States. You know. So I think those dudes are gonna see. Number one, the DAZN app. Anybody right now, they got your phone handy. Go to the Play Store and tell me if you can find the DAZN app anywhere in the Play Store.
Hell no.
Nah, bro, they got a fight in what the first fight they're supposed to be airing on DAZN is the Joshua Povetkin fight. That's the first one that's supposed to air. Now the first stateside card is that one in Chicago in October. Bro, we less than a month away from that, and you can't even get the app.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Hearns, I don't think Hearns is gonna last. That deal he got with DAZN, I don't think he's gonna make it. He's not gonna make it to 2020 on that deal. I think somewhere through 2019 they're gonna cut ties with that dude.
Oh,
because
no
all of that talk that he did about how he was gonna come over here and he was gonna take over American boxing. What he thought he was gonna do is he was gonna talk his way and do the used car salesman thing and finagle a bunch of fighters to make them think that he had a whole bunch of money that he don't really have. Yeah, it's $1 billion deal with DAZN, but then his portion of that deal is like 100 and what it was 250 million. But then Richard Schaefer got in on that when he signed the World Boxing Super Series, and they cut that in half. So he's down to like 125 million now, and they giving that out to him in rations. Because if he had all that money at his disposal, he wouldn't be losing these purse bids that he's got, that he keep losing. You know what I'm saying? That boy Maurice Hooker that is getting ready to fight. How come he couldn't win the purse bid to get Maurice Hooker's fight down in Texas somewhere in his home state? You know, these boys are gonna see Hearn for what he really is. They're gonna jump ship as soon as that deal is up. And they coming over here and they're gonna rock with Al Heyman. And that's what that is. And that DAZN deal, they're gonna move on without Eddie Hearn. They're gonna cut ties with Eddie Hearn. They might tell Richard Schaefer, hey man, hey, check it out. You got his spot now. You get his whole piece of the pie. But he didn't come through with what he said he was gonna give us. Because it's not working. It's dog a month away and ain't been no promotion. You can't even get the app nowhere on your Play Store. And the places that do have the app already, countries like Canada, right above us, they talk trash about the app, say it is garbage. So yeah, man, it's a lose-lose for Eddie Hearn and his own.
Okay, Malik.
Yeah, I think that the Zone app is gonna be a total debacle. I think that he actually got himself in some waters too high that he can swim in, man. And they're coming over here berating Americans, which is the mecca of boxing, like Lennox Lewis said. I was great. The reason why I'm great, I'm from across the pond. I'm great because I fought the best and I fought in America. So Eddie Hearn is in trouble, man, and he don't know. This fool don't know, man, that there's a hidden hand that controls boxing. And this boy came over here and said some stuff he had no business saying. And they're gonna put him in his place, JC, in the panel, and it's gonna fail, man. Trust me. Matchroom boxing is gonna fall on their nose. AJ, all of them gonna leave him, man. It's just a matter of time. It's a hype job, man. Got all them paper champs over there. That dude in trouble. And JT, before I get off, I want to also say there is one boxer that did trump your buddy Rucker, man. And y'all want to look him up. His name is Len, Len Wickwar, Wickwar. And he was a light heavyweight. His Rucker was 340 wins, 87 losses, and 42 draws. He fought a total of 470 pro fights. So check him out. And in his early in his career in 1929, and he fought 3 times in one night. So that does count.
Man,
I knew it was one. Nah, it's real, bro. Look him up. I knew it
that's
was one of them.
crazy.
Yeah, I knew.
Malik, could you do me a favor? Could you put that in the chat?
Yeah, no doubt. I'm gonna go ahead and get off and put it in the chat now because once I click off of here, it'll go right into the chat and sign me off. So, hey, brothers, much love to y'all. Much love to the chat, and God bless everybody. Try to go to bed by forgiving everybody that did something to you wrong. And peace. Yeah, I'm putting it in the chat before I roll out.
Already. Hey, man.
Peace, brother.
Respect, family. Salute.
Salute. Shout out to the LDBC.
All day. Good.
All right,
Yeah.
can I answer that? Can I go now?
Yeah. After that, then Sonny.
All right. Well, this is like me. I'm a person. I'm into technology, and I'm all for the new age. You know what I'm saying? So what I see now with the zone thing, it seems funny, and people laugh at it like, man, that shit's gonna fall off. But here's the deal with that right there. You got this thing called intellectual property. All he got to do is he still could do his regular fights with Al Heyman. He could do his regular fights with Bob Arum, whoever he want to do his fights with. The thing about it is that intellectual property after the fight is done, it don't have to go to ESPN. It don't have to go to Fox. He can own that, and it can go straight to his app. So the people who want to rewatch those fights have to have those apps more or less than you rewatching that fight Monday on HBO or that following Saturday, and you can go to HBO archives and see it, like kind of like on demand. But now it's on your phone. Now it's on your computer. Not only that, you got other stuff like the stuff that how people say keep up with boxing and stuff like that. I think the zone is bigger than Eddie Hearn. So that them as a company themselves is gonna be big. It's just the thing that Eddie Hearn, what he bring to the table is the boxing. The thing that I say that may make it fail if Eddie Hearn if he don't own the intellectual property to good fights. If they bullshit fights, people ain't gonna watch it. Then he'll lose his deal. You know what I'm saying? But if he got some good fights on that app, then he might it might last him for a few years. But ultimately though, people do want to be on public television. When you playing a sport like boxing, baseball, basketball, football, anything like any type of sport, and if you're doing anything in entertainment, you want to be seen by the most people you can be seen by. That sound like Samsung play a nasty game with entertainment because like how y'all remember when Jay-Z put out the one CD, if you had a Samsung phone, you got it for free.
Yeah.
So it actually broke the app. You know what I'm saying? It broke the app, say it got over 2 million downloads in less than 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? So they had to wait a few days. They had to fix the app. So the zone, like say for instance, you get the Joshua Wilder fight. If Eddie Hearn owned the intellectual property, I'm pretty sure he owned the intellectual property of Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, he does.
Then it goes on to the zone app. We won't be able to see or rematch unless somebody bootleg it on YouTube, or somebody just happen to have it uploaded to their Facebook or some type of little site like that. But he gonna own the rights to it. The zone can end up and the zone can also have a YouTube page to combat everything that we talking about. You know what I'm saying? So not only they on your telephones and your laptop, but when you're on YouTube, you see them on the right column too. Yeah. So I think it don't. I think this first year or so is gonna be tweaking and be laughed at, but I think in the future, it'll probably pick up via technology. Especially if they don't have no more competition out there.
Hey, bro. Let me chime in real quick, man. I don't mean to cut my man off, but just what you were saying about the intellectual property is exactly what Top Rank is doing right now with the ESPN fight. I mean, the ESPN Plus app. all of their archived fights are on that ESPN Plus app. So
Mhm.
it's the same exact thing as you talking about right now.
All right. Yeah, that's thank you. Thanks for Sonny Boss talk.
Indeed, man. Indeed, man. I think, man, I think it's gonna fail. I think it's gonna fail because Eddie Hearn is a cancer to the sport of boxing. You know, everything that he's done to what I mean, our heavyweight champ Deontay Wilder. I personally I take it personal. You know what I mean? I'm never gonna purchase the app. I'm never gonna watch any of the zone fights. Um Whenever I'm on any of the YouTube channels where he's spewing his lies, I'm always trying to troll. So like I'm doing my part, and there's a lot of other people like me that feel the same way. So like I don't want to reward. Like I think that we need to be fighting for people who want to give us the best fights. If
Right.
you're not going to give us the best fights, I don't want to see your app. I don't even want to see like we've been robbed for one of uh the biggest fight of the year. We've been robbed for that because of Eddie Hearn and the games that he played. I watched a video I want to say yesterday, and Eddie Hearn's still talking the same mess, and he's getting worse. And it's gotten to the point where I don't think that Deontay Wilder and AJ ever gonna fight unless AJ is not
Joshua.
signed. Is not. Oh, excuse me, Joshua. Yeah, it's if Joshua is not signed to Eddie Hearn, I don't think we ever gonna see that fight.
Right.
You know, so
Yep.
I don't think I don't think it's gonna. At least I hope it. You know, what I mean, burns and
So,
fail.
so you basing that you basing his deal with the app on that fight.
I'm basing it
Like
off
in
of
other
this.
words, what I'm saying is like somebody else, some another promotion company who got better deals will fuck around and make cut him. They'll cut him to get that other person the deal because they got better fights.
Yep. Yep.
Right.
And they
Yep.
probably wouldn't be missing that 100 million if they got $1 billion to start $1 billion to start up. That's a lot of start up money. Shit.
Yeah, it is. Hey,
Right.
and one other. Hey, I'm sorry. Were you done, bro, Sonny?
Yeah, I'm done, brother.
Hey, I was gonna say, man. I think the main reason, and I've heard brothers on throughout the LDBC mention it before, but I think the main reason that the boxing part of the zone is gonna fail in the United States is because Eddie Hearn, number one, he didn't take time to research the American market. Now in the UK, boxing is king over there, second only to probably soccer.
Mhm.
But over here in the States, bro, you can't compete with football, college or pro. You know what I'm saying?
But what if
You
he get
can't.
the intellectual property of Mike Tyson? Folk love Mike Tyson. They took Mike Tyson off fight night. Like everybody that was on the fight night stuff. What if
Yeah,
he get the fight? If he get the intellectual property of the fight night and put the fight night, hell, I don't even want to be talking about that kind of stuff because they probably be listening. But you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
the stuff that made us like boxing back then. He owned that stuff, and they got it on that app. Folk going to get that. They going to that and pay attention because it's over there now. You know,
yeah,
it's kind of like a museum. You know what I'm saying? Of the stuff that we like to say you don't see much Mike Tyson going around on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Because Mike Tyson was banished for the robbing, giving stuff and buying Holyfield ear and all that stuff. But he got a lot of good property out there, man.
yeah,
But it's not displayed. And Eddie Hearn or Wiz or stuff probably can't. When he come over here, like this my thing. This my thing. When you go to Floyd Mayweather gym, you know what I'm saying. Big Floyd was already he was locked up for being a hustler. Like what the hell you learn when you go over there? Cause he come over here for some reason. You know what I'm saying? And then he go back over there and then act like he can just talk shit, like he can just sign anybody Just you know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck y'all niggas be talking about at that gym? You know what I'm saying? Cause
Yeah.
the zone thing, like them they own people, right? Correct
Right.
me if I'm wrong. They own edit and Matchroom, they own people.
Right.
The zone gave Matchroom a deal,
Right.
right? So
Right.
that means somebody else could come in and backdoor Matchroom where they see Matchroom lacking that they could backdoor Matchroom and come in on that deal.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? For instance, a perfect example would be if Al Heyman right now want to go to the zone and say, "Hey, I got a stable of 160 fighters. I've got 17 world champions. I've got, this matchup and that matchup and Earl Spence and possibly Terrence Crawford coming down the line. You know what I'm saying? Would y'all be interested in putting this on your DAZN app since you want to break into the American market anyway? Man, they would cut Eddie Hearn's throat so quick,
No, they will. Cause this man know the American
bruh,
market. He know the
so
American.
quick.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they know Heyman is established already. They know Heyman got the stable already. They know that Heyman got the matchups already, and they know that the American market, the American boxing market, follows where Al Heyman goes. Man, that dog, they would throw Eddie Hearn off a
So,
cliff.
I okay. So I know Joshua is cool with Floyd. Who Eddie Hearn cool with in America? Oscar De La Hoya. Who he cool with? How he come over here? Like who his boy is over here?
Well, for a time, Joshua had a promotional deal, not promotional, but a broadcasting deal with Showtime.
Okay.
And yeah, and his first, I don't know how many fights were aired on Showtime. So they were working indirectly with Hearn for a little bit, or around Hearn, I should put it that way. And then once once they left and went back to England, they got a deal with Sky Sports. Joshua is a Sky Sports fighter. Now, once the zone thing came, Eddie had been over here because of having to deal with Showtime and all of that, and he knew what Al Heyman got. He
Mhm.
knew the moves Al Heyman could make, and at that time, Al Heyman was building up the PBC, and he was investing a lot of his own money to build up that PBC. He was what they call it, buying slots, time
Mm.
slot.
Time,
He
oh
was
yeah,
buying time.
on television slots. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he
did
was
it
buying these. He was
on
buying
Fox and NBC.
Yeah, he was buying the television slots, and that's when you heard Bob Arum and Oscar De La Hoya and all these people talk about, oh man, they losing money, they ain't gonna make it. The PBC broke, but that boy Heyman was investing in the long game. But Eddie Hearn was seeing all of this, and then he thought he was gonna be able to backdoor and like, okay, well, it looked like they might be going under, like they might not be able to keep that boat floating, man. I'm just gonna swoop in here since I got this DAZN deal, and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna entice some of these fighters to come on over here and fight DAZN because that ship looked like it's gonna sink anyway. But little did they know it was gonna take the turn that it took.
I know with that damn big ass deal, cause don't nobody want to go with up with damn big baby Miller. Then he don't want to fight. He don't want to fight RT. Ain't nobody talking about that. Like, come on, man, man. Like your claim to fame was right there.
Yep.
We talk about people ducking Earl Spence and you know what I'm saying, this, that, and third, and and Errol Spence want to smoke with everybody so he can get famous. Big Baby Miller do all that talking like he won't smoke, smoke, smoke. Like, boy, your claim to fame. Like you jump over having to fight Bermain Stavern. You jump over having to fight Dylan White. You jump off by fight just by hopping in the ring with RT. Win,
Yep.
lose, or draw, folk want to see you now, especially America. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then if you beat the hell out of them, like a lot of these cats that we know in our neighborhood, they watch football, they watch basketball, but for some reason they weasel their way in to see the Deontay Wilder versus RT fight.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
now Deontay, why y'all know about that boy from Alabama, this, that, and the third? And I'm like, Big Baby Miller. If you want it, your chance. If you wanted to get that status, because Deontay Wilder really ain't that big yet. You know what I'm saying? He ain't a Mike Tyson name
No,
or
he ain't Ali
Lennox
yet.
Lewis name. Yeah, he ain't a big name yet. And Big Baby Miller had a chance. He had a chance to where everybody say, "Hold up, that nigga just whooped Ortiz ass." Joshua, you got to hold up. We got to see what we got going on over here in America right quick. We got to
Mm-hmm.
see what we got going on right. We been talking about Deontay Wilder, and he really ain't got no competition. Like Bermain Burn, he from Miami, and shout out to the Zoes. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas can fight. You know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
you know, Kimbo Slice, all them Zoe niggas, they can fight. But that boy from Alabama, he said show this shit. Then you got the cat, Big Baby Miller from New York, talking his shit. Like, okay, but your chance was right there. you ran.
Yep. Hey, and that's just like little buddy, Dillian White, sitting over there talking all that noise. He could have done the same thing. He could have
Mhm.
fought that boy Ortiz and put his name way up in the mix.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
all the way up in the mix, and it would have been
all
like
up in the mix,
it,
bro.
and it'd have been like Klitschko, Joshua, all y'all hold up, but yeah, we got another one over here. We got to
Yep.
see. Yep.
Yep. And you look at it, bro. Even though that boy Ortiz lost that fight against Wilder, you see how much respect and how much love he get from the American public now, the boxing public now.
Yeah, yeah, we want to see him.
Yeah,
We
we want
want
to
to see
see
him
him
in the ring.
because we
It's
know
like,
that dude. We
and it's
know.
like he ain't got the belt. See, this is what Kenny talking about right here. Like Kenny want his son to be revered like that. You know what I'm saying? Kenny want us to look at Sean like that. Kenny want us to look at Sean like, they want us to look at Sean like without the belt. You know what I'm saying? Still kind of, no, nigga, the person that's like that in this era is Adrian Broner. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? He made
Yep.
like, that's the dude we going to watch without the belt. You know what I'm saying? Adrian Broner. He
Mm-hmm.
made himself that dude. Cause he'll get knocked out or he'll knock a nigga out. So that he made himself the dude. You know,
Yep.
Kenny want us to look at Sean like that. And we can't look at Sean like that. And uh uh Big Baby Miller and Dillian White, you know what I'm saying? Like that was their chance to, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no belt out there. But the thing about it is we want to see Ortiz in the ring. So since we want to see Ortiz in the ring and y'all know we want to see Ortiz in the ring, why don't y'all just get a bag?
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Why?
Yeah.
Why? Because they could promote it themselves if they took the Floyd route and say, you know what I'm saying? Start just putting their own money up.
And I was going back and forth with some cats from the UK on my channel one day, man. And one thing I told them, I was like, one thing y'all got to realize about America is America loves a tough guy. Love a tough guy. He ain't necessarily gotta have a belt, but if we know he a banger,
Mm-hmm.
we'll watch him.
Yeah.
We'll watch him. America love a tough guy so much, he ain't even gotta be American. Look at Conor McGregor.
He
You know
got
what
that
I'm saying?
bad. Conor
You know what I'm saying?
McGregor got that bad. I was mad though, man. Because I'm like, man, how y'all gonna put that boy in there? He fight combat. I said, but he don't fight boxing. And
Right. He don't box.
yeah, he don't box. And when them punches Floyd was hitting him with, 5 years from now, it's gonna show up what those punches did to him.
Hey man, and when Floyd fought Conor McGregor, when you ever seen Floyd just walk anybody down like he did? Just
Right.
put his head,
Yeah,
in his gloves and just come forward. You
with
ain't
the
never
old
seen that.
punch. I'm talking about, and we know his punch, we know his wrists are brittle. We know
Yep.
this, but how hard he was throwing that right. I'm like,
Yep.
he know he finna he know this dude ain't defending it, so he ain't worried about him landing it wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, the first time he got hit with that motherfucker, ref should have stopped. They should have stopped that shit right there and like, nope. But I say he must have did something. He must have did something to them folk over there at the UFC. He must have crossed them out or something like that, and they put him in there to get, what I'm saying, get his brain busted. Cause that Big Floyd say after the fight, you know what I'm saying, the boy was acting like he was brain damaged.
Well, shoot, that boy, Conor McGregor. I forgot how much they said he made off that fight. It was like 125 million he made off that fight.
That's a lot of bread.
Hey, Dana White got 25% of that just for letting him fight.
Right.
So, so I
If not
mean,
more, if not more than that to get, cause it's like this. This is y'all main. This is y'all bread and butter over here at the UFC. Y'all let y'all bread and butter get killed. Cause he got brain damage. Brain damage mean your ass through. You know what I'm saying? It's like you might be able to be able to get down a few more years, but you through. You know what I'm saying? You really done with. You
real
know.
talk, real
And
talk.
I was like, man, that episode he pulled throwing them damn chairs through that bus. I said that's
Yeah,
the result. That's one of the results. Like how what Jermaine Taylor doing with the acting out, how Jermaine Taylor doing the violence. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
that's that from that brain damage.
yeah.
And they can't
You know,
control
it's crazy.
themselves.
It's crazy. I never looked at it like that, but now that you say that, that make perfect sense. I thought that nigga was just doing that, just trying to hype up a fight with was that with Khabib? Was that the
Yeah,
boss? Yeah,
yeah, but
I thought.
yeah, it went from hyping up a fight to almost going to prison, man. You trying to beat up, you throwing a chair through the bus, almost, you know what I'm saying? Where did that glad would have killed, went through and hit that bus driver and fucked him up? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, be in prison right now, you know.
Yeah,
But it's like Dana White, like, oh, he will never fight no more over here. Man, y'all know what y'all did when y'all put him over in the ring with Floyd. Y'all didn't want that man to fight no more because y'all knew what that goddamn, what them punches was gonna do to a fighter.
hey man, that boy Dana White sacrificed that nigga for about 30, 40 million. That's what he did.
Hell yeah. Fuck 'em.
That's what he did.
Fuck 'em.
Hey, yeah, hey, well, check it out, man. I'm finna go ahead and sign off. Hey, Darkness, man. Like I said before, thank you so much for having me on, bruh. This was my first live stream, and I enjoyed myself, man. Thank y'all for letting me be a part of the panel, man. And anybody that's in the chat still listening, man, salute to you. Shout out to the whole LDBC. And y'all come check me out over at the house, man. Rough House Boxing TV. That's what it is, man. And I make sure, man, anybody on the panel that I'm not sub to, I'm a sub to you tonight.
All right,
Appreciate
word
that,
up.
brother.
I'm definitely gonna sub to you.
All right.
Already, man. Hey, y'all boys be easy, man. I holla.
All right,
Peace
peace.
out, brother. Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I know y'all boy got about to crash, man. I'm probably be up looking at a little more boxing, man. You know, before I can let that take me up out of here. You know, I lost a few bucks. I ain't lose much though. I lost $20 though. I used to lose more. Well, I used to win a lot with Floyd was boxing, and then during the Keith Thurman era, it was like a lot of that shit was up and down. So it
Mm.
was like tick for tack. But
Floyd was truly Floyd Money Mayweather, man, because I won a lot of money with Floyd myself, bro.
hey, boy, I'm talking about, hey, man, folk took care of themselves with Floyd, and then you gonna fight 3 times a year, and these folk gonna triple down.
Man, I made a Dallas Cowboy fan turn to a Redskin fan off of Floyd, yo. That changed, man. He had to switch his
Yeah,
team, yo.
we just ain't got that man. That we ain't got that man today. I think that's what we all be fighting for in this boxing world. Like shit, and like when I listen to Tick and he like, well, I stick to basketball. I know basketball good too. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of us be feeling like that, man, dealing with this boxing. Like, man, I'm just gonna deal with another sport that I can bet on pretty good. Cause the shit that I want to see go on over here ain't gonna go on over here. It's like we talking about even with Micah Garcia having to find somebody to fight. Tanner Crawford got to find somebody to fight. Errol Spence got to find somebody to fight. God dang, but Billy Joe Saunders, he fighting Jerry Hurd now, but for a while though, Billy Joe Saunders had to find somebody to fight. Deontay Wilder got to find a fight. Like everybody got to find somebody to fight, and it's like and for us, we like, man, there's a lot of people to fight. Y'all niggas need to fight each other, all y'all champ. That's why the sport of boxing ain't as big as it is, because it making it seem like every weight class ain't got their shit together. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody got to look for a fight. It shouldn't be that hard. And now people seeing the Danny Garcia and Sean Porter fight. The shit wasn't really that good. They seen Ugas fight. It really wasn't that good. And it's like you kind of missing Terrence Crawford in the ring. You missing Errol Spence in the ring. Some exciting shit, you know. You
Right.
miss Mikey Garcia in the ring. And it's like the politics. And I can't wait till y'all do that show. I'm definitely gonna tune in to that show when y'all do that show. The politics is like that shit so suck right now. You know what I'm saying? That these folk been on retired before they like Andre Ward, he did right. After he got that last little belt against Kovalov and he did a rematch, leave. You know what I'm saying? Don't even let these folk just keep on
Mm-hmm.
like that. Cause I remember for a while Andre Ward couldn't get a fight.
Facts.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. They doing the same thing, man. The Charlo brothers.
Right.
You know,
They
the
can't
same
get a
people.
fight.
Right.
They walking around. They were doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Got walking around doing the Deontay Wilder. See Deontay Wilder, he upped the game. Deontay Wilder was going everywhere crying. Breakfast Club, Ebro in the morning. He was going everywhere crying. Let that shit be known. What they won't
Mm-hmm.
fight me, man. I just want to prove I'm the best. I know I'm the best. He was going everywhere crying about it. And see, that's the thing. Earl got to speak up like that. You know what I'm saying? He
Right.
got to speak up like that. 'Cause I guarantee you, when God dang Keith Thurman, when he get after his mandatory, he finna be screaming to the top of his lungs, "Where you at, son? Don't duck me, son. I need
Mm-hmm.
all my belts back." He gonna, and he cry good. Keith Thurman cry good. He got all his fights. He cried, shit. Had Floyd not retired, he probably would have cried his way into everybody. Man, Floyd fight this nigga ass. But
Right.
Keith Thurman, I think Keith Thurman, he know how to get it up through there. But they ain't draw no money though. I wouldn't. It's hard for me to. You bet? Do you bet on Keith Thurman?
Do I bet on Keith Thurman?
Yeah,
I've
like do
never
you with him?
I never bet on Keith Thurman, man.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I ain't never got with betting on Keith Thurman like that. Like because I I know he one time. Well, at one point he was one time on ESPN. He was one time. All you gotta do is catch your ass one time, and that's what made me start liking him.
Right.
But he got famous. He won one time and no more. And it's like, okay, boy, you ain't one time, and that shit look shaky.
Right.
Yeah, he looked shaky in the ring. Who you think really won this fight tonight, though? In your honest opinion, in your all honest opinion, who you think won?
I thought the fight was at
A
the
draw.
most a draw.
Yeah, I give it a draw.
Yeah,
Cause
at the most.
yeah, cause I was looking at a lot of those replays, man. I say, hey, they really weren't connecting with each other, and they was throwing evasive punches, like punches to get up out of whatever situation they was in. It really wasn't no attack punches.
Yeah, but I do think Danny Garcia he let a marvelous opportunity slip through his hands. He had
Uh,
it.
Yeah, yeah. Every time Sean Porter would have stopped, I would have been throwing them. But like he said, even if I don't know no combination, I've been making up some at that moment.
Indeed.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like Danny got some combination. He just ain't a counterpuncher. Like shit, he was waiting for the counter and got it. He lost it. He lost. Ain't no need of crying because you were waiting for the counter. You were practicing for the counter as if Sean Porter, you know, was just gonna keep it going. You know,
Hmm.
Sean Porter felt your power on that counter. He stopped, and then he started back up again. Shit, you count on a little bit, he'll stop. But he was so busy with it. It's like to me the judges they ain't got a chance to put that shit in slow motion at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Probably later on tomorrow or something after they slow it down. Like damn, we say he won. He really wasn't catching him. But the thing is, he was just so busy. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, this nigga busy here, but I need to goddamn punish his ass one time, like Adrian Bronner did. Adrian,
What?
I thought Danny was good at the check hook, and I've been in niggas lives and everything saying that Danny gonna hit him with the check hook. Hit
So they
him
got
that.
the site already on YouTube right now.
It's already up there.
It's already up there.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance? Did you see the post fight conference?
Nah, I ain't see the post fight.
You got to check that one out because Errol Spence was up there talking some good talk.
Oh yeah.
The kind of talk that you was looking for.
Yeah,
Check it out. He gave it to you.
yeah,
I
yeah.
was happy to hear it.
Yeah. But
I think.
I think, man, and I'm gonna go out there and say this, man. But I think, man, Errol Spence could talk. He could talk. He could ask for the fight. He could get belligerent and all that stuff. But I think his gym got the stuff up. You know what I'm saying? And his gym got to challenge the next gym. You know, in that essence, his trainer got to challenge the next trainer. Like, Buddy McGirt is going to challenge Freddie Roach, and Freddie Roach is going to challenge Roger or Floyd Mayweather team. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Derrick Jones, I think Derrick Jones has to also be like, because the people that we talking about can't get fights of three of his fighters, the twins and Spence. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it's like, okay, the reason why, because Derrick Jones ain't part of the folk crew either. You know what I'm saying? He know him. He said a lot when people interview him. Like, him and his folk, they own people. He know him. He been around him a few times. He did some little work with them, but they own thing. But and my
Mm-hmm.
thing is, even though he's saying that, he got to, you know what I'm saying? He got to now start to challenge them. You know what I'm saying? Like how when Lamont Peterson and Errol Spence was fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Jones kind of what Lamont Peterson's code name was.
Barry Hunter, right?
Yeah, Barry Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Derrick Jones being real cool. Derrick Jones was like, I got a better gym than yours. You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at Robert Garcia, Robert Garcia is very proud of his stock, and he always say he got better fighters than over than TMT, and TMT fighters need to come to his gym. you know.
Right.
And then when you hear Big Floyd talk, Big Floyd like, if they come over here and get this training over here, you know, and it's like a jab at the other gym. You know what I'm saying? So I
Right.
think Derrick Jones need to start putting his voice out like he got the best gym. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah, man. But I'm gonna let y'all go, man. With that, man, I'm gonna say peace, man. And y'all who still listening, and y'all who are on the replay, y'all subscribe to my channel, DJ Black Sean Music.
Indeed, brother.
Indeed. Okay, stay right there.
Okay.
What I'm going to do, shout out to, I don't know, I couldn't get the sounds or stuff like that, but shout out to the brother. Thanks for coming through and everything. Very much appreciated. Um, it's been great. Well, I'm gonna read it now. I'm gonna read it out. The chat and the ones that the beginning of the chat. Salute to y'all. Shout out to the queens. Thanks for everything. Um, get to you, Sonny Boss Talk. Yeah. Napoleon Armstrong. Thanks for coming. I see. Thanks for coming for your constant support. Brother Rob. Thanks for coming. Sonny. Oh, I already got Sonny Boss Talk. Gregory Wyatt. Always salute to you, family. Very much appreciate. The real Aaron Collins, thanks for coming. Um, I see ourselves. Oh, Malik Omar, always a blessing you come. Cat. Oh, sorry, Cat Cap PY2. Cap PY2. Got shout out to my brother Cap with Aaron Collins. And that be always a blessing you come. Thank you so much. And it's very much appreciated. Dana White shit. So your last remarks, DJ.
All right, my last remarks is, hey man, we want to see the best fight the best. We want to see, like, even from football to boxing to pitching pennies. We are men. It's a whole competition out here. And we want to see all of it. That's my last remarks. And tonight was a pretty cool fight, but I don't think Ugas, Danny Garcia, or Sean Porter still. I still don't think that I don't think they can beat Errol Spence Jr. I don't think they can beat Terrence Crawford. And by the performance tonight between Sean Porter and Danny Garcia, I don't even think neither one of them can beat Michael Garcia. So with that, that's all I gotta say, man. We'll see what the boxing world got for us in the future.
All right. Stay right there, brother. Sonny, my brother.
Indeed, man. Thanks for everybody who watched us today in the chat room. Appreciate you all. Honest to everyone that came onto the panel. Appreciate you guys. We had a good day of boxing. Just a FYI for those who haven't seen the fight yet, it is on YouTube right now, so you can kind of check it out before they take it down. Also, check out the Showtime press conference. Earl Spence, he said some real good stuff up there, and then make sure you listen because Kenny Porter he came on after Earl Spence. You know what I mean? Keep note of what Kenny Porter and Sean Porter said. So we all witnesses. You know what I mean? And that's about it, man. Y'all rest well and have a great day today. Y'all be easy.
All
Let
right,
us in peace.
all right, stay right there. I want to thank Rough House Boxing. Subscribe to the brother. Subscribe, like he said, come to his house. He got great information. I want you to subscribe to Malik Omar. Subscribe to the brother. Also, I want you to subscribe to DJ Black Charm. Excellent information. If you want to get into music and other stuff, how to get into the business, he knows the business well. He's been doing this for a long time. So he'd be more than happy and help. And also sub to my brother, Sonny Boss Talk, and also subs also my brother Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And subscribe to yours truly, the Underrated Darkness. I want to thank everybody that came to the chat, even to the queens. I want to salute the queens for your constant support that we're trying to do. You don't know how much it means to us that you stayed and keep on encouraging us, queens. Y'all are setting a great example, and I love each and every one of y'all. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And I gotta read. He said, Cap PY2. He says, Dana White ain't shit. You right. He sure ain't shit. And the real Aaron Collins want to thank you too. And it means a lot to do this at over 2 hours ago. I mean, 2.5 hours ago, come and think about it. And people just showed up. So I know that what I'm trying to do and others, and I just can't, I can't even say it means a lot, and on that, oh yeah, today, I do my usual fellowship cooking. It's gonna be it's gonna be off the chain. It's gonna be outside the box, and just watch out for it. I know it's gonna be deserted. It depends, but on behalf of everybody in the panel and in the chat, in a few hours, you know what the brother can do. So just join me and the rest of the family on that note. We, all of us are ghosts.